Drop the clutch, hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio. Where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, SI Shawn, ain't crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. We are back in the building, baby. What's going on?
Let's go. We already here. We already lined up, ready to go. You already know what it is. The bearded one here.
SI Shawn, baby. Let's go.
Y'all know how we get down, man. We here to bring y'all a good show today. Holla.
100%, man. 100%.
Got a question for y'all today.
What's the question you got for the people?
Where do lower income communities fit in a new electric vehicle world?
Man, it's a good question.
It's a great question because I want to see if anybody got answers.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, right? And like I said, we just set it off. You know how we get down.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody listening, paying attention. Don't forget, if you watching, just drop us a like if you can. Let us know where you at. Let us know if you're feeling it. You already know what it is, man. We put a lot into this show just to make sure that we here every Saturday, 12 noon, ready to go. Just drop a like if you can. We're trying to make sure that we get up in that YouTube algorithm.
Yeah,
but
right?
in the meantime, it's been one heck of a week.
For sure, for sure.
A lot of racing going on, and we're going to get into that too.
Mm-hmm. How was your week, though?
My week was, how do we say, eventful.
Damn.
Had a lot of things going on, but, you know, sometimes you just got to, you know, you gotta jump over the obstacles and make it happen. But I will say that the one thing I learned this week is that New York City weather spins on the axis with the world, man.
I was getting ready to ask you how's the weather been treating you so far?
Man, it's crazy. I'm going out with a winter coat and coming back with just a shirt on.
Damn.
It's like that. It start up in the morning at 29 degrees. By the time you get to the end of the day, it's 67 degrees.
You better than me, man. I don't even have a jacket on. I'm just outside shirtless.
Yeah,
short sleeves like this. Early morning till the time I come home. That's it.
Here go this guy again.
That's it, man.
Here go this guy again.
I'm telling you, sir.
Y'all better not let this dude. I tell you what, man. Nah, he don't be lying.
I'm telling you. Y'all come outside, right? I go start up the monster in the morning, right? Trying to wake the neighbors, right? Right?
Here goes this
Trying
guy.
not to wake the neighbors. I'm like, yo, it's like brisk out here. I like it.
You like the brisk
I like
weather.
it. Because you can tell, right? That is no longer winter weather, though. You don't have that winter. Look at his face. You a fool. But it don't have that winter chill to it. Am I bugging? You could tell the sun is in the horizon.
Really?
You could tell. I mean, listen. I'm tuned into nature, baby.
Oh my
I'm
goodness!
just saying.
Get him out of here. Here we go. I'm tuned into nature, baby. Who is he fooling?
Let's go.
Who is he fooling, man? Listen, this what happens when you got these kind of co-hosts like this, man.
I'm telling you, son. It's a fact.
He lined up. He's tuned in with nature. Let's go.
That's it, baby. I'm tired
Nature
of
boy. That's what we gonna call him.
Said nature boy.
Woo! We gonna call him nature boy from the. Woo! You looking at the kiss stealing? Woo! Wheeling dealing. This guy right over here, man. Yo, shout out to everybody listening to Paying Attention. How was your week though?
Yo, man, it was cool, man. I can't really complain. Like you said, there's a bunch of obstacles. You know, you just gotta
Keep
you know
it
what I'm saying?
moving.
Hurdle your way right over it like this. Get out the way.
Gotta keep it moving.
100%, man.
That's what it is. Well, tell them the new victory you got coming up, man. What's going on with SI Shawn over there?
Yeah, what's going on is, not for nothing, I am in tune with nature. It's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, your guys getting ready to graduate from this college thing.
My man.
You know what I'm saying?
You about to do
about
what?
to get it done. About to get the graduatory on like this whole lot.
See, you see what I'm talking about, man? That's what I like. Let's shout
That's
that
a fact.
SI
Good
Shawn.
looking, son. Good
Let's
looking.
go.
You know?
Shout to SI
Let's
Shawn
go.
in the building, man.
It's just a bunch of motivation, man. Motivation from you. You know what I'm saying? Wifey, the seeds, everybody breathing down my back to get it done. But, you know, it's good.
That's
You
good,
know,
man.
it just makes you realize, like, between the show and everything else we got going on, like, yo, you just got to keep going, son.
That's a fact. Consistency is key.
That's a
Is that
fact.
how
You
you
gotta-
always say?
Yo, you got to drop the clutch, grab every gear you can, and on your way out, spin some tires, baby.
Listen, you know how.
Drop the clutch,
it,
hit the
son.
gas.
That's how we do
it.
in here.
That's it, though, but absolutely, man. So that's great. I'm definitely excited about that. And you know how we do it over here, man. We don't stop, man, until we get to that goal, baby. That's about it, son.
shout to Marlon, the resident
Let's
Toyota
go.
guy. Shout to Sales, what's going on?
Let's
Shout
go,
to
y'all.
everybody early morning.
Factory.
Don't forget, wherever you tuning in, man, drop a comment in there, put your name in there if it don't show up so we can
100%.
shout you out. Shout to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. You already know it's the bearded one here. We making it happen.
Mm-hmm.
We are happy to be here, man. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Another problem we've been running into, it looks like Instagram and Facebook
Yeah.
is just not feeling us. So they've been giving us issues. They've been kicking shows back.
Yeah.
They've been saying, oh, well, you know, you got audio here that you can't use. I'm like, so this. Yeah, stuff. I'm like, wow. So I didn't know they trademarked Nelson's laugh, but hilarious.
Yo,
So they doing any and everything in their power. So it looks like eventually we going to either stray away from Facebook altogether.
For sure.
Or just it depends. We got to see what's going on, man.
yeah,
but
we got to figure that one out because that's interesting. Like,
user said, congrats, SI Shawn.
yo, good
early.
looking,
Let's
good looking,
go.
good
That's what
looking.
I like,
That's
man.
a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying?
Appreciate that.
Work hard.
Appreciate that one. Bro, I might run for president next. Just stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to.
He said he's running for president.
I might just do it because you know what, man? They need somebody in their sound, baby. Let's go. Me and Bear don't want to be in there running the joint.
Listen, I'll roll the EPA all the way down.
Let's go.
All the way. I'll go in there like,
Yeah.
yo, I thought y'all was the reason they killed the Hellcat? So that was y'all, right? I'm going to need you and you. Get up. Whoop, yo.
That's it.
I'm kicking all of the EPA off.
That's it. Yo, it be EPA no more, son.
Said as long as you don't end up like Trump. You know what, man? We don't normally talk politics here. But
Yeah.
I did see this thing. He said end up like Trump.
Damn.
So, and you know, here we go again. We don't do the politics, but as
we try to keep
everybody
away.
knows, right? As everybody knows, Donald Trump is the first president
Yeah.
to be indicted
For sure.
on charges. And the charges is, I don't even know, is it the charges is that he paid this girl?
Yeah, I think that's all it is they have on him, though.
So they trying to say that he shouldn't have paid her?
That's what it
Or
sounds
because
like, son.
I don't know, they trying to say he paid out of the business funds. Or they were trying to say he paid him out of I don't know, man. It's crazy. But what's going on? Shout to everybody. But I will say this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say this, right? The Manhattan District Attorney will not prosecute criminals like shooters, people who beat people up, assaults, robberies, attempted murders. You see them dudes still walking the street, right?
For sure.
But you'll prosecute this dude over giving up $16,000 to some girl, and he wasn't even president yet.
That's what I'm saying. It was old. It wasn't even during his presidency, though.
Listen, God, that's as far as we going with that.
Yeah, son. Because that's
I
what
just
mean,
gotta
son.
say that. They not Manhattan DA is not prosecuting all types of arrests. They letting criminals walk amongst you right now.
Yeah, but that's how you know. That goes to show that it's something far more deeper, son. That's how you know.
Yeah.
It's out there. It's out there. Like you said, they not prosecuting a bunch of other stuff, but they over here though.
Yeah.
Like, nah, this is most important right now.
Facts. Listen. And what they do, they embolden him now.
Damn.
Cause his rating, his poll rating went up 30 points. So whoever they put in front of him now, he's gonna win.
Damn.
Whoever. And that's the reality of it.
It is, man. Well,
You made him a martyr.
that's true.
He's like this. I'm great now.
Yeah, for sure. Damn, B.
They impeached him twice. I'm telling you, son. They gotta just leave him alone, son. He like a cut.
That's what
Just leave him alone. Stop picking his scab.
You're making them better.
He only making him stronger.
And you know what's so weird? I don't think they realize that.
Nah, they don't care.
Damn. So,
They don't care.
let's go, man.
But like I said, we're gonna leave that alone. Shout to Miller.
go,
Shout to
Miller
my
Tom.
guy Miller, aka the resident Ford guy.
Let's go.
Ford is out here wilding.
Ford ain't stopping.
They don't raise the price on that F-150 now, right? Remember, $40,000.
Went up now. What is it at 60 now?
60,000.
They don't care.
That's how they do. Shout to everybody who's tuned in, listening, paying attention. Don't forget, wherever you are, just drop a like, and drop your name, man, so we can shout y'all out.
For sure.
Drop a like if you can. Drop, you know what I mean? Whatever platform you looking at us on. So, with that being said, we're going to jump right into the show.
Yeah.
Let's go, Jay. Jay
go,
is
Big
in
Jay.
the building. What's good, Jay? Jay, what did I see? He put up, what was that he put up? He said he was arguing with somebody on the internet, and they ain't even own the car. I'm like, yo, that's how it goes. People be mad. They be like, yo, so how dare you talk about my GR Corolla?
See, they even own the whip, but you know, I guess that's a little bit a part of the culture, a little bit though. Like you may not have to, physically, literally have it in order to defend it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I can't hear Marlon talking about 2 J's and he don't own one.
Damn.
But because he owns one and he liked them for a long time before that.
Yeah.
To me, almost anything he say about it is gospel.
Yeah.
It's just a couple things I'll be like, yo, you know what? But
say gospel.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I've watched him help with the project, with Draco's project. Mm-hmm. Yo, tune the fuel pressure to this. I'm like, wow. Yeah. So, shout out to everybody who's tuned in, man. We're going to get right in. First off, like I like to say, my week was great.
Yeah.
But couple things happened, man. Put these wheels on on Grace.
How's the rod? Did the rod change?
The rod didn't really change.
Really?
I can't say I'm driving it dumb hard though. Like with those stock wheels, I was like not afraid to but with these wheels, I don't want to hit no bumps or nothing like that. I put some nice wheels on the car with them, right? While I come back to my car 2 days ago, right? Because I put them on Sunday.
Yeah.
The other night I got stuck at the job. I was stuck there. I had to leave the car in the parking lot right there, right? I didn't think nothing of it. Went back to the car. I didn't really hear anything crazy. I jump in the car the next day, and when I go to drive, I hear noise. So I'm like, what is that? I got a flat? I can have a flat. I go back there. What's going on? Shout to everybody tuned in, paying attention. What's good?
What's going on? Yes, sir.
I go back there to check because I hear noise. Why 4 of my lug nuts are loose except for the one that had the lock on it?
Really?
Somebody tried to book my wheels, kid.
Damn.
The thievery is at an all-time high, son.
Come on, where you left the whip at, though?
Yeah. 4 of the lugs. They must have ran into that wheel lock and was like,
they probably didn't even see it. They probably like, oh. Shit.
Right, because you can't get a regular tire iron in these wheels. You got it, yeah. The width, the diameter for the lugs is really small. So it's like I had to use a ratchet. I used a ratchet to put these on, and then torqued it down.
I was getting ready to say, maybe if I got to torque them on Sunday.
Rally Radio, who we got in the box? Never that.
Let's go.
Yo, it's your boy Jay in the building.
Yo, Jay, what's popping with you? What's going on?
Man, I'm on a beautiful road out here. I'm driving on the PCH. I mean, I can't complain.
The PCH, what is
Isn't that Pacific Highway Coast or something like that?
Pacific Coast Highway?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
my man, you out there enjoying the real sun now.
Yeah, he ain't playing. Guess what, Jay? It's raining over here, though.
Oh, man, yo, I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry to hear that right now. Like, we've been having rain for like a whole month. I mean, listen, y'all can deal with a few showers.
Deal with a few.
So what's popping out there?
Not much. Just out here living life, man. I'm hearing that someone tried to aggressively borrow some of your wheels, man. What's going on with that?
Yeah, man. I definitely came back. The only one that they couldn't get off was the one with the lock on it.
So, yeah, man. How's the wheel? Is it damaged?
Huh?
Is the wheel itself damaged?
Nah. They didn't damage it, but it definitely. But that's one of the reasons being because I guess they don't know when you coming back. Mm-hmm. And I think that once they ran into it, see, in Valley Stream, they got the security guard that drives through there every now and again. So I guess they got disturbed or spooked one or the other. They didn't get to the other wheel. You could tell they was messing with that one. I could tell because at the end of the day, all four of them was loose. All four of them was loose. I was like, wow. So they probably was like trying to get it. And then when they ran into that wheel lock,
Yeah.
they just said, yo, forget it.
That's funny because you remember when I had the Silver Integra, right?
Yeah.
And I was going to do the brakes. I was getting ready to change the brake pads the next day or whatever like that. So I'll get ready. I go to the car and I get ready to start taking stuff off. I'm like, yo, why are the rear lug nuts so loose? Like, they was crazy loose. Like,
Yeah, they tried
like,
to
damn,
budaduck you.
tampering with these joints. Mind you, there's only LS webs though. They was clean, but
Nah, but now they going for $400. $400 or $500. Stock wheels.
I think the Star Blades. The Star Blades were ones, right? I think.
Yeah, man. So what's going on besides that, Jay? How's West Coast treating you?
and is the LSF outside?
It's
I need to know.
alright, I can't complain
LSF?
too much. I mean, gas weirdly is going down, weirdly enough, and I will take that. But no, man. Aside from all that, I'm just out here exploring different roads, man. I mean, you listen, man. You gotta get the rally. You gotta get the rally out here, man. I've at least picked at least 5 good roads for you guys.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. We definitely coming out there. That's gonna be a drive and a half. Drop it in the comments below if you down for that, though.
Yeah, that's a fact.
There's a lot of cats that be like, yo, I'm down. And then 2 days before the trip, they be like, yo, my brakes, I don't know what I'm, my
Yo,
wheels.
my ankle hurt.
Yo, my driving finger is snapped. I broke my nail.
Yo, I gotta get my nails done. Damn, fam.
Telling
Let
you.
me tell you how my bank account set up. Nah, but let me tell y'all though, like, I mean, I've found a lot of good roads for you guys, and I will say the best thing about this: no potholes. It is buttery smooth.
See, you know what, man? I always wondered about the L.A. community, like, or the L.A. Driving experience, because all the stuff we see in the news, is that real? Is that what's going on? Are they really applying that pressure like that? Like, is there something to wonder about?
For sure.
Yeah. So as far as it goes, with the number of people that I've ran into, and people I've kind of interviewed that shows, yeah, it's a hit or miss. It depends on what you're driving, honestly.
Okay.
So, if you're a BMW Infinity guy, they'll probably press you a little bit more on the Infinity side, just because But
Damn.
Man, he just said twice. Like, hold up.
but no, man. As far as it goes, though, I've seen all types of vehicle setups. You've got guys out here running around with V-Lock Mustangs, Chargers. I've seen a dude out here in a Kia Stinger with a drag pack setup.
Damn. He ain't bullshitting.
I'm not. I mean, he got a drag pack set up, but unfortunately,
What happened?
you already know. I'm like, I'm even gonna get into it. Stinger, Kia Stinger.
Yo, Jay, I gotta ask you, Jay, is the ISF getting a lot of action out there?
Oh, yeah, I'll get this action every now and then. I mean, I don't get to take it out as much just because it's just, because it's just work. Usually on the weekends, though, it sees enough action.
All right, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
I'm glad to hear that. And on top of that, when you come back, Jay, we got a whole setup for you, man. That we
sure.
gonna run by you, man. See how you feel about it. It's gonna be interesting, man.
I also did actually want to run this by you guys as well.
Let's go.
Apparently in November, SEMA is going to be a thing. And I wanted to go out to SEMA, but kind of say, hey, I want to represent Rally Radio. Kind of hey,
tremendous.
I kind of want to see what it's all about. Kind of support myself.
Tremendous.
Jay, a round of applause.
It's a fact. Tremendous, right?
We're gonna send you the starter media reporter kit.
That's
This
a
is
fact.
officially our reporter over there in the West Coast. We appreciate that, Jay. What I want you to do is on Instagram, send me your address.
Yeah,
Send it to me in the DM, and I'ma send you the kit because we got something we working on right now.
Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
And
also, you know what? To kind of help your situation with your looks, I'm gonna send you some lugs that once you gotta put these on, no one's taking them off.
Early.
Just because of how unique the shape is.
And see that's what I'm saying. Because even I'll tell you this, even the car with the locks on it, I've seen tire guys get those off with ease. They use the gun, spin them off until they just catch.
Yeah, but that's gonna. Yeah, I can see, but that's gonna take a little time though.
But Jay, I appreciate it, my dude. I really do because I said, yo, I can't. And mind you, I paid like what I paid. I think I paid like $400 for these wheels. They wasn't expensive with tires. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But I just couldn't believe that they would stoop to this audacity. Like, damn, like.
Oh,
I was gonna recommend a monkey in the trunk.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? and I know your whip got the latch where you could pop out the trunk. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna recommend the monkey in the trunk.
The monkey in the trunk.
That's it.
Hey, yeah, exactly. You need that monkey in the trunk. Yo, but you know what though? Also I wanted to get you guys' take on that that Type S Integra.
Okay, so last week we talked about this, right? Here's my thing. At the end of the day, when it comes to the Type S Integra, the only way they was going to sell it is if it had more horsepower than the Type R. But now it fully depends on how it looks. Like, we already know they're going to have the Type R underbelly. We know they're going to do certain things to they're going to brace it. They're giving it more power. It's manual, so I love it. That's off the rip. No automotive or vehicular trees in here, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, right? I will say this. If it's a boat, forget it.
See, here's the thing. I
I doubt it.
I feel like the Type S, I think just the Integra in general, they was gonna make it, even if they didn't make it have more horsepower than the Type R, I think it still will sell because it has that engine. That engine they could have dropped in there and detuned it, gave it 280, and people would still be going crazy for it, or they will go crazy for it. It's a Type in it. You got the underpins of a Type R.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, that's basically in the Accord, the Accord Sport. It's just detuned.
What's an Accord Sport? But the Accord Sport is a dog, though. That what? The Accord Sport? Nah, hold on.
Oh yeah, Accord Sport. Yeah, 100%. It's just the only thing that they did with the Accord Sport is that they just they gave you a smaller turbo, and I don't know if the internals are forged. I'm not sure about that.
See, the Accord Sport, it is a 2-liter though. It is a 2-liter and everything like that, but that joint is that thing is not nowhere near next to the Type R though, son. Those things are dogs in the street. They're not fast by any means.
I don't know, but maybe
CVT. Hold on.
At CVT,
like
I guess.
If you look at like when they dropped that car the first time, Honda had flashed it and it made more torque than the Type R.
That's very interesting. I definitely have to look into that one.
There's a guy that I know, and he had referred me to a tuning company out in LA, and he has an Accord Sport, and he's like, "Yo, I did the PRL tuning, and I did the PRL this," and I was just like, "This still a bit old."
On what
like,
though? On
like
the
on
Accord?
that Honda Accord. And when I looked in the middle, I was like, "This."
Come on, son. Put the camera on me real quick, son. Hold on.
Like it's.
Look at my face. Get out of here with that. What? Listen, Jay, I'm sorry, man. Those new Honda Accords, Honda went off the rails with those. I ain't gonna front. They went off the rails. As far as it being a Type on the low, I don't know, Jay.
I will say this though.
Hey,
I will say this. I guess if you're looking for something to drive around and
Sure.
an auto and you don't care, you want to lend it out.
He said you want to lend it.
That's great. But I will say the Integra,
a fool.
the Integra is gonna make its merits off how it looks. If, like SI Shawn said, if it comes with a flare out,
Yo, if it comes
and wheels or something,
if it look wild, it's gonna come with the big brakes.
if it come with
It's gonna come with the big brakes. So if they put a nice wheel package on there and a nice lip kit, that joint is gonna be banana.
what if they
sandwich, son.
they carbonize this? They put the carbon on the back of the seat, or I mean, you never know, and they bout it like that. They be like, yo, we gotta sell this,
So
joint.
you know they're gonna ill the interior.
And then watch
more
the.
than likely they're gonna stiffen it up. I wouldn't be surprised if they use the steam welder like they did with the old ones.
I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't though. Remember, the Integra to me they're gonna always, one way or another, son, they're gonna make it try to be better than the Civic. No matter what.
Even though
Yeah.
they can't, because there's a couple people that agree with me that say this car is like best bang for your. I won't get into
No,
it.
it is though. It is, but it has remained to be seen, son.
When we see this Type S, we'll really be able to. But as far as the specs are concerned, manual, over 300,
Over 310.
Over 310, 320 horsepower.
I think it's like 320.
Yeah.
Over 320 or something like
And
that.
315
But it's
pounds of torque.
It's gonna be able to
But
boogie,
you gotta-
Sean. Hands down.
You gotta think we live in an era right now where you can get a Honda with torque and a turbo and a 6-speed manual and a warranty out the box.
You know, that's the same thing we said
Back in the
about
day, you had to build that.
Yeah. That same thing we said about the Demon. They're giving you 1,020 here. Here's an 8-second car right in front of you.
Warranty on it. Go crazy.
Full warranty. What you want to do? Blow it up if you could.
If you could.
Wow. Well, Jay is about to be on. I don't know if are you coming back for April?
I'm still gonna try to make it back in April. Not sure what date yet, but I'm gonna try to make it back in April.
Okay, April 15th, we going to RPM in Farmingdale. We getting it in. There's going to be some carting going on. Bring your helmets if you out here. And then April 22nd, we're going to have our very first speed and greet of the season.
Nice.
So it's going to be popping off. For those that heard it, you heard it right. April 15th, we going to Farmingdale, RPM. We hitting the track over there.
Yeah.
Decided to do something close to home. And then April 22nd, we are doing our very first speed and greet. That is going to be interesting to say the least. So get your car summer ready.
Yeah,
get your
right.
car spring ready. Take the cover off of it and let's go.
For sure.
Uh-oh. Resident Audi guy in the building. Oh, boy.
Snap.
Let's
Okay.
go. Everybody's tuned in now. Yeah, we going outside. We getting ready for outside. We got a couple things lined up. That is one of them.
Oh.
We're going to RPM
buddy.
in Farmingdale. April 15th. What's up, Jay?
I was gonna say you guys are going to the March Madness opening.
What, the Elite Tuna?
Yes.
Is that today or is it next week? I think it's April 8th.
Yeah, I think it's next
It's-
week. I think it is. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, it's next week, April 8th. And then they got another thing popping off at Citi Field, which is going to be crazy. We going to all of that this year, man. Get your cameras out.
Yeah,
Get
it's
your
a
cameras
fact.
ready.
It's a fact.
It's going down.
Yes, and we got to definitely make an appearance. Let them know what's going on.
So
Yeah, let them know, man. Got to promote.
he said, yo, Marlon said you making Panda Fest this year. You making Panda Fest this year?
I'm going to try. I'm gonna between that Toyota Fest. I'm also gonna be what else am I going to? I'm actually gonna be going. I think if I got time tomorrow, I'm gonna make my way over to like Irwindale.
Oh, let's go. With that being said, Jay, I can't wait to see the footage that you bring up.
For sure.
And don't forget, man, we're gonna send. We got a shirt we're gonna send you. And for those that are listening, we have officially started the process on our Rally Radio shirts and our Gutter Ball Rally shirts. They will be to you soon. You will be able to get them off the website or whenever you see us in the street.
That's it.
You're able to get them. So let's get ready for that, man. Jay, we appreciate you. We're gonna jump into the show.
Appreciate y'all too.
Yes.
More, let's do it.
And don't forget, stay tuned because we talking about that GR Corolla motor engine failure. Like Clear Blue. Listen, woo! It's gonna be interesting out here, man.
Okay.
Keep tuning in, keep commenting. We about to jump right into this, kid.
Let's go.
Let's do it. All right, man. Yo, guys, have a good one. Please be safe. Put your foot in the gas. Don't let it go.
Let's-
and have a good
Drop the
have a good
clutch.
spring.
Let's go, Jay. That's what I'm
Fact.
talking about. We appreciate you.
100%.
Holla at you.
All right.
Peace. That's my guy.
For sure.
Shout to Jay, man. Shout to Jay. Miller Time is a walking billboard. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, we gonna have. I'm telling you, this year we tackling this whole year different. Don't forget, and we're gonna save that for the exhaust notes.
Let's say for the exhaust note.
Shame on me. But with that being said, we're gonna set this off.
Let's go.
You got any shout outs you want to give real quick?
Yo, I just want to shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us, though. We really appreciate that. Don't forget to share, like, and destroy that like button. You know what I'm saying? Let people know what's going on. Our Rally Radio is here to deliver the news, y'all. Let's go.
And shout to everybody, shout to all the car clubs, shout to everybody who's getting ready because, like I said, we got a lot of things coming up this summer. Hopefully you can make all of them. It's going to be interesting now because we've been doing a lot of planning, a lot of different things. It's going to be great. Hopefully everybody can participate. Either you got the rally vehicle or you got the pretty one. I don't know. Whichever one you bringing.
Yeah, right?
Make sure you bring it. So with that being said, if you ain't got no shout outs,
Good.
I ain't got no shout outs. Here we go. Now,
Yeah.
if they tuned in last week, what you got for them? Give me the recap. What you got?
Yo, if y'all tuned in last week or you so happen to forgot, don't make it a habit because it was great. I'm going to share a couple articles with y'all. Let me know what y'all think, though. So for the first one,
Let's go.
y'all already know I'm going with this one. Dodge released the beast.
Early.
The 7th call, baby. First off, I just have to say, this Dodge Demon 170, son,
It's mean.
it's a supercar.
It's mean. And we're going to talk about it.
It's a supercar.
Is it supercar
It's a
numbers?
supercar.
Supercar numbers to you?
It's a supercar. I have nothing else to say. It's a supercar, son. Come on, son. They...
Shout out to my guy Miller. He said Miller Time Rally Radio rap.
Let's go.
Rap the vehicles. He's not, appreciate you, Miller.
Yo,
You already
that'd be
know.
hard, though. That's not
Yeah,
even
it's
a bad
crazy.
idea.
Love it.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact right there.
But it is supercar potential
I think it is, man. I mean,
until you hit the turns. Forget it. That thing is not turning.
with his current setup.
Yes.
With his current setup.
Yeah, okay. 1,000 horsepower. Even if you put the widest, heaviest wheels on it, you go through an S turn. Let's say you take that through the Dragon's Tail and just mistakenly gas. You
said
go wheeling
mistakenly.
right off the edge. Woo, woo. That is it. It is over.
Yo, man, he may be on to something with that one, but it's definitely got supercar numbers attached to it, though.
And, I mean, yeah.
For sure.
1,000 horsepower. That's it.
975, something like that, foot-pounds of Turks.
That's it.
Man.
Put the lamb up against that. Feelings hurt.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a fantastic car when it does hit the street.
It's a drag car.
It's a
though.
full drag car, which
Like,
is great. Which
this
is
is
drive.
this is not. Oh, we're gonna take it to the street with all the potholes on it
Mm-hmm.
and oil stains. No, we talking about full prep strip with Mickey Thompson's is going down. Continue
100%,
on,
son,
kid.
100%. So I thought that one was pretty good. I thought it was crazy right there. And another one that I feel like was pretty interesting. Hyundai has more recalls about leaving your vehicle outside because it may catch on fire.
I
Inside.
heard that first.
Come on, not for nothing. We thought they fixed the tow hitch problem,
Guess not.
but no, still a recall
No,
for the same issue, son.
it's on fire.
Yo, it's terrible, son. It's terrible.
It's on fire. Alicia Keys style. This girl is on fire. That's your Kia right there. Stinger.
Oh, damn, he's taking shots, y'all. He's taking shots. That's a fact, man. Damn. You know what, son? They gonna get it right, though. I think they gonna figure it out.
Early.
Son. They gonna figure it out.
Said I'm still waiting on my Rally Radio t-shirts with the vehicular treason across the front.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is on
Yeah,
its
for sure,
way.
for sure. Another one from last week. We just was talking about it briefly.
Uh-huh.
The Acura Type S Integra.
Oh, boy.
Come with more horsepower than the Type R. Man.
Again.
We know exactly why they chose that route. It's
course.
something about that Integra name badge that they cannot just let the Honda Civic have it.
Nope.
Can't, son. They
Nope.
can't do it, B. They
But
can't do it. Son.
here's a question, though.
What's that?
Would you buy it?
Sure. Absolutely. But not after I have that Type R, bro. You crazy. So here's my thing. The Type S is a for sure cop, right?
Uh-huh.
But that Type R is a for sure cop. So I'll have to have the Type R first,
Oh.
and then I have to go get the Type S.
So, if you have the Type R, you should get the Type S?
If you have
You're
the Type
officially a Honda guy at that point.
See, here's the thing. Here we go with labeling.
No, we
This
got
thing with labeling. We don't got to be labeled now.
Automotive Anarchy t-shirts.
Damn,
love
son,
my
they
people.
throwing us as
That's why I
wild
love my
ideas,
people,
son.
man.
Let's
Could
go.
you- Could you write that
Yeah,
down?
that's a fact right there. Hold on, let me
Where's the key grip?
Yeah, right.
You're not
Where
here
you at?
today.
Where you at, man?
Gave him a vacation day.
Little vacation. He getting paid? Paid vacation?
Pay vacation. Pay you no mind vacation. You know what I'm saying? There go your check.
Yo, hold on, let me put that in the notes right there, man. That was good right there. Hold on.
Automotive Anarchy. What else you got for him, man?
So I thought that was pretty stellar, right?
Mm-hmm.
So another good one over here. Chevy plans on ending the production of the Camaro in 2024.
Very interesting. That one is interesting because, believe it or not,
Mhm.
they said that even though it's coming to an end in 2024, early January too.
Yeah.
So they're not talking about we making it for the whole year, last call, and that's
heck
it.
No, heck no.
January, that's it. They said this will not be the last that you see of it.
So you think it's gonna come back in a different form?
It's gonna, yes.
I think it's gonna be an SUV.
I think it's gonna come back EV 4-door.
For sure.
The nerve.
Before it goes out the door, though, I do hope they decide to put that what engine's in the C8. Because remember they was talking about that, dropping that same engine out the C8 and putting it in the Camaro. I think that would be dope. And it's supposed to be 6.
Well, they're talking about putting that Z06 motor in there for the anniversary. That ZL1. Yeah. They're talking about putting that C8 motor in there. See, that's going to be the only way you could get that Corvette Z06, that Corvette C8 Z06 motor manual.
But wait, though.
Because it's coming manual.
But hold on, wait, though. Remember, that means they're going to juice it up, too, because the ZL1 Camaro before that was making like 650 or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
The
but
Z06
how much?
don't make that, it makes that much power?
It's going to be up there.
Damn, it has to be, because the only way it's going to be able to rock that ZL1 nameplate. That's the only way.
Nah, not necessarily, son. I mean, at the end of the day, this Z06 is what? This is one of the only real flat plane crank V8s making. Could you imagine what that sounds like? You control it manual?
Yeah, it's going to be nuts.
Oh, my God. Downshift, please.
Son,
Start screaming in the tunnels.
Yo, either way, it's going to be fire. I just want to see
That's
it.
a fact.
You know, not for none. I think them getting rid of the Camaro now, I think they should have halted the Camaro before this, though. Remember, they didn't really stop the production that much. They may stop for, 3 years or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, but you know what, though? At the end of the day, the Camaro, we already know, we're not going to miss it till it's gone. The Camaro, like I said, it suffered from having a bad name, man. At the end of the day, the people who own them.
Oh, yeah.
People who own them did bad, man. They did bad by them. So because of that, it just, the Boys and Men music, man. How do I? Like, it's just, that's it. It's, it is what it is.
It is, man. I think that's all I got for y'all for the recap right now.
All
man.
right,
Hope y'all
that's
enjoyed
all we
that.
got?
That's all we got.
All right, with that being said, we're going to jump right into the show. Y'all ready to get in?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Weekly Specs. Auto news for all the listeners, only on Rally Radio.
All right, we are here with the Weekly Specs. Now, let's get into this a little bit, y'all. Shout to everybody who tuned in, paying attention. Yo, shout. Everybody's tuned in, too. I love it. Everybody's ready to go. I hope y'all ready for this. It looks like the European Union strikes a deal with Germany to keep internal combustion engines around past 2035. It is starting. They're going to keep them around as long as they're running e-fuel. Porsche has a lot on their plate.
Mm-hmm.
If Porsche is able to pull this off, they would, I'm telling you, get your Porsche shares now.
That's a fact, huh?
Get your Porsche shares right now, because if they can pull this off, it's about to be a win.
100%.
Let's get into it a little bit.
100%. Let's go.
Germany and the European Union announced Saturday that they have reached an agreement in their dispute over the future of cars with combustion engines, allowing the registration of new vehicles with such engines even after the 2035, provided they use climate-neutral fuel only. I have no idea what that is, not made yet. But EU Commission Vice President Franz Timmermans tweeted that we have found an agreement with Germany on the future of e-fuel cars. We will work now on getting the CO2 standards for car regulation adopted as soon as possible, and the Commission will follow swiftly with the necessary legal steps to implement. They called it, I almost called this something. I thought it said rectal.
Yo, you a fool. That's funny.
I thought it said we're going to swiftly with the necessary legal steps to implement rectal 11. Yo. Hey, yo.
Offsides. Oh, look.
Time out. But it's recital 11. So that makes you think. Now, that was what he posted on Twitter, and we wanted to read it off a little bit. What's your thoughts on that, man? Where do you think they're going now with this?
I don't know. I feel like their hopes and everything for the EVs probably starting to slowly dwindle now.
Say it again.
Their hopes for the EVs starting to slowly dwindle, and they realizing like, yo, hold on, we might have built up a little bit more than we can chew with this. I'm like, because my thing is, right, how you trying to phase something out like combustion engines or fuel in general?
All
right?
together.
All together,
and
right?
give you 10 years to do it.
Right.
It took 100 years to get where we at. Continue.
This is what I'm saying. How do you expect to do that and then turn around and get real busy with this EV when nobody's infrastructure is loopy? Nobody's.
It's a fact.
How do you?
Here's the deal. Here's really, it's funny you say that, right? Chrysler, Stellantis CEO Tavares, right? He recently came out and said that he does not think the world's lithium. He said he don't think the world has enough lithium to EV everything the way that people think. What does that mean?
Son, I think what that means, they're gonna do that utmost. Don't get me wrong, to put it in certain areas though. Certain areas is gonna get it though, for sure. And then some is not. And then for those who can't, they're gonna pay one way or another. And on top of that, if you ask me, this e-fuel, what is it gonna be for?
I don't know. I find it interesting either way, man.
Nah, for sure it is. Do we gotta get a new flex fuel system? Do we gotta like?
Can you run it?
That's gonna be the biggest question. Do you have to have a Porsche or something from Volkswagen or whatever?
Well, I mean, when you make it, you make all the rules, baby.
That's a fact.
They gonna get their money regardless.
No, they're gonna get their money, but then they may just have it like only certain amount of whips can get it or something like that. Like just to put a strain on it though.
They're getting big. Yo, you know what?
For sure.
They loading up. But I gotta say, man, either way, it's still just a future in it. I just think that this is them backtracking. And again, that's what brings us to our title today. Where do lower income communities fit in the new electric vehicle world?
Man.
Because obviously they telling you right now, no, we're not going to be able to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they're making implementations now.
Yeah.
And we don't know what leadership is coming after them.
That's for sure. So what they trying to do, like they trying to see a problem and they trying to anticipate it though. And at the same time trying to weed out whatever or whoever they could weed out.
Facts. Shout out to the Facebook user said not having enough lithium may be a reason they want to build 15-minute cities. Places where you could just get around in 15 minutes. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, but how many cities we have in the United States? I mean, like literally that have subway systems or intricate bus systems. I mean, we talking about New York, Boston, right? Mm-hmm. Atlanta has, they have like along the road, they have a bus system, right? You have a lot of the big cities with but how reliable is it when you have to take a lot of people out of their cars and onto public transportation? Nah,
son, the reliability goes down.
It does.
It spirals down like at a rapid pace because you got to think about, like you just said, you trying to take all these people out of automobiles, right? Mm-hmm. Can't stuff them in EVs.
Nope.
Lord knows how much those cost.
Put them on an EV bus though.
Right?
Now we all looking at each other face to face. And this is what I'm talking about.
Back to square one.
They wanted this before COVID. COVID slowed them down.
Sure they did. Sure. COVID slowed them down, but at the same time, no sped them up.
Well, yeah.
It was like a win-win in a sense. Like, hold on, now we got a little bit more time to think.
And we got a reason.
And now we even got a reason. So they kind of worked for them.
And they've been using COVID for a reason for a lot of things.
Scamdemic.
You already know we live with this.
Scamdemic. Yo, it's like they caught a niche and they running with it. It's like, yo, hold on. We gonna do this?
We could do this. Anytime. Make it happen. So, it just goes to show. This is what we dealing with, y'all. So, like I said, drop it in the comments below. Where do lower income communities fit in the new electric vehicle world? Skizzy scam.
Let's go. That's a fact, son. And I really feel like they realize, and just like I was trying to tell you, like I don't think that like the V8s are completely going, the V12s are completely going, because like you just said, son, they starting to backtrack. They starting to slowly bring it back like this. And don't get me wrong, people gonna start realizing like, so this EV thing wasn't solid,
right?
So y'all
they lied to us.
Oh, hold on. So now I'm telling you, it's gonna go another direction, man. I feel it.
Have they not lied to us before?
Sure they have.
COVID vaccine, you need it. You're gonna die. Guess what? Now they ain't making nobody get it.
Son, nobody get it. And look how far it just went off to the wind like this. What happened, man? Y'all was just.
They was preaching it hard.
Y'all was wilding.
I'll wait. Cause I'm still waiting for this thing to be mandated again. That's what they did. So this is the same government. This is the same people that's in power.
I tell you, man, that's the problem, B. When you can make whatever play you desire, son, it's a wrap, son. That's just a recipe for disaster, son.
It's a recipe for disaster. And it remains to be seen how this plays out as far as the EV thing. But if you got to take it from us here, this is what I think is going to happen. Yeah. Now they're trying to scare you into taking them. And when they can't, they're going to say, you know what? We're going to try a new fuel. Don't this sound like how they came up with flex fuel? Like,
yeah.
Like, they're like, yeah, we need a new fuel.
He said, yeah. Try it. It's good. It works. Come on, yo. And then look, remember, they started developing vehicles with the flex fuel system.
Yes, they did. So It remains to be seen, man. But let's keep going, man, because we got a lot of things going on. It looks like Chicago, Illinois could be soon driving on digital driver's licenses. Now, I talked about this before. We talked about this before that it may be a thing. It looks like it's happening, y'all. So I don't know how many of y'all would love to play this like suckers, and some of us would happy to pull down the zipper. Ouch.
Damn. Hold on. Yo, yeah, do that. We're going to take care of you. Hold on. What? This is
Chill. Miller time, but don't they need fuel for EV still? I mean, not really. What they really need is electricity.
Yeah, but maybe Militan's referring to them like even getting the materials for it.
You know what though? So they do run some sort of coolant. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what that coolant is made of, but that's about the only thing I could think of as far as any kind of lube or anything. Maybe like oil for the for any kind of bushings or anything like that.
Yeah.
That's about as far as a transaxle, maybe.
Yeah.
But then I'm not too sure, so I don't think so, Miller. It's crazy.
I think
He said, yeah, materials, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Even like all the digging and everything that's gonna still have to take place. They ain't digging them joints up with no battery powered earth moving machines. Are you mad?
They definitely not doing that.
This is what I'm saying. But even like we said the last week, Biden talking about it's gonna go past 2050. They still gonna be trying to get oil.
He said we're gonna need this oil, y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna hustle this off.
We're gonna need this oil. We're gonna need this oil, brother.
Yeah, y'all may not be able to get any, but we need this.
But we need that. My name is Joe Biden, and we gonna need this oil.
I'm telling you.
It's hilarious, but I'm just saying. This is what I'm saying. But then they turn around and tell you that this is the way. They Mandalorians out there. This is the way. It's what it is.
You know what, man? You make so much sense, man. Like, I feel like this has always been like. I feel like something like this has always been written, but they put it off to the corner, and they wait for the perfect time, or so they think is the perfect time to usher it back in. Like, yo, hold on, man. We had this plan over there a while now.
Yep.
That's it. That's all it really is, man. Until it backfires.
Yep. Keep running in circles. They don't care.
Nah, they don't.
So with this bill, a bill has unanimously passed through a House committee in Illinois State Capitol and is under further consideration to allow people to carry and use a digital driver's license. This is crazy.
Isn't this going hand in hand with like the digital license plate thing, my Bob, we were talking about before?
Yes. And it's a little bit different because the digital license plate is attached to your car. Your license is in your phone. Damn. And we've already seen the capabilities of some of these hackers that could walk by and grab your credit card information.
You see the problem, man? I feel like, again, man, I don't know what are they trying to say with this. Like, oh man, we're gonna stop you from losing your driver's license. Like, what is the excuse behind this? But what I'm trying to really get at is why? What is the point of this now?
I don't know. I would like to believe that they just think they stepping into a whole nother realm. Like, I
think how you say it? They putting the cart before the horse. I still think they doing that. Yeah. A digital driver's license.
A digital driver's license. They're like, yo, you know what? It's gonna be on your phone. You can show it to a police officer if you want to on your phone. My thing is, when the phone is dead, what do? Now you ain't got no license. Like, yo, my phone dead.
Yo, I'm about to fall out the chairs. Oh, hold on. So your phone is dead, sir. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, I would show you my license, but my phone is dead.
Here's another thing, right? That's very interesting. How about this, though? I guess as soon as you be able to pull out your license, they can tell if you got something going on with it, because it's probably going to start lighting up and flashing and doing all type of craziness, too. What happens?
Your license suspended. You pull it out your wallet, it's telling on you. License suspended.
It's telling you, son.
Open up your phone, it's like license suspended. Suspended right across your joint.
Come on, B.
It don't shock me, bro.
Nah, it don't shock me neither, because like you said, remember with the driving license plates, it's gonna be flashing if it's stolen or if your registration is crazy. It's gonna let them know before they even got to do too much work.
That's a fact.
Man, listen.
That's a fact. Well, it says the fact of the matter is that the phones are becoming wallets, and for quite a few people, the only reason to carry a wallet much of the time is for your driver's license. There are issues worth considering, though. Some worth bearing in mind and some worth dismissing. And like I said, we brought up some of them. If you have a digital license in your phone dial, what do? If You have digital credit cards in your phone dial. What do you do?
I know I can't use no card on my phone. My phone decides to pass out.
Yeah, ain't nothing you could do.
Nope.
So it's like, it's all, to me, it's, you going, I mean, I get it. I see where they want to go. I just think it's a little bit too far. It's what it is.
And another thing, you're going to start overloading the phones even more. These things going to start getting even hotter, start shutting down fast. Okay, I feel like they're trying to again, man, this is what they do, right? You got the leaky faucet in the crib. We're not going to attend to that at all.
Nah, we're just going to get you a whole new sink.
No, we ain't even going to get you a sink. We're going to go over here and just work on something completely different. Mind you, the crib's going to continue to fill up with water, though. But we're not going to fix that, son.
But we're not going to fix it.
But we're going to go over here and start messing with other stuff. Can we fix one thing at a time?
Got to find it crazy, man. They doing what they want to do. So with a digital license in your phone, it's like you got to worry about hackers. They already could pull your information by walking past you.
For sure.
Which is why, like, even my wallet is RFID. Like, you have the RFID watch. Wallet, where it has the boundary in it where you can't be read. Like, where you got to take your keys. Like, I have a box for my car keys like that. So at night, I take my car keys and put it in the box so it can't be read.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's how they were stealing them challenges and Hellcats. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes they be just jumping the gun. But I will say, a digital license, I don't know if that's gonna work.
Nah, kid, I don't even see the point in that one. Again, like they said, to alleviate you from carrying a wallet. Come on.
Well, you know, they feel like they're helping you out. They feel like they're helping.
That's
you
how
out.
it starts. Yo, we're gonna put the speed cameras only by the schools, only for about 25 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, hold on. Wait, we can get money from it now. It's all a trick, B.
It's all a trick.
That's it.
So it's a lot of things going on with these, man. I'm telling you. And we got a lot of other things we're going to talk about, too, we're going to bring up. But in the meantime, it looks like Nissan is converting an R32 to EV.
Damn, son. Nissan is going over to the dark side?
Why would Nissan do that?
I wonder who asked for this one. Somebody had to be talking about it.
Nah, they said, so apparently it looks like they did it, or they're doing it because one of the workers that build GTRs, he takes so much pride in building GTRs that he has such a fear that they won't be around anymore that he was willing to help them build an EV car. And I think that's crazy.
But that takes away from the GTR, though. It's not just the name of the vehicle.
Right.
I'm a little shocked at this guy that he even decided he wanted to take part in this. That's very interesting.
So listen to this. This is what Nissan had to say. They said it came from one of their own engineers who named the GTR as his hero car. I want to build a more exciting car by adding the latest electrification technology that I am involved with to my favorite car, said the unnamed employee.
So they just made somebody up.
Son, I swear, son, the games that these cats is
Yo,
playing.
that doesn't even make. Oh man, how did we say this before? Right? There's something about an EV that just takes away from it even being a complete automobile.
It's a
even
fact.
though they try to associate themselves with being automobiles,
Facts.
it's gonna not. This GTR is now gonna become soulless.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I think this is wild.
So this is being done by Nissan. This is being done by Nissan.
They think they slick though. Let's say that the top engineer who builds them, let's say he wants to do it.
Right.
He gotta know what he's talking about.
Right.
And that's how they think everybody's gonna fall in line with that.
And that's exactly what they rocking with.
Come on, damn.
Telling you. You gotta laugh.
Yo, this shit is funny for that one.
You gotta laugh. I would just wonder, like, where they going with it though.
I mean, like you said before, man, since the R35, they've just been chasing numbers.
And chasing numbers.
That's it. Cause you can't tell me it's pure driving anymore.
Right.
Can't tell me.
Right.
And it doesn't even say hybrid. It's saying EV.
Right.
So I don't know.
I just think it's crazy, man. But it just goes to show, like I said, man, nothing is impossible. And the way Nissan is trying to play it, like, oh, their people wants to build it, like, I'm shocked.
So I'm not even buying that one. I'm not even gonna hold you. Next thing you know, they gonna be like, yo, we got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell y'all. But yo, fam, you're in Japan.
This is what it sounds like. This is the R32 that they doing. Oh, such a beautiful car. And mind you, this is a legend. R32 EV. So they're gonna be doing episodes of this. This is the first episode. They're gonna do an episode every week. They're gonna be showing the build. Like I care.
Damn, son.
Man, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, I'm definitely kind of lost for words with that one because I'm just really amazed that I'm like, really?
This is how they going, man.
They see Beam over here getting ready to make the M's EVs, so they're like this. You know what? Why not?
But Beamer always it's still like, nah, we gonna keep some of our stuff around.
Yeah, though. But here's the thing, you gonna laugh. So I'm driving home the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I see this 4-door 4 Series.
Right.
Oh, it's cool, right? Until it got a little closer, I realized the front grills are not open because I think on the EV ones they closed, right? And then it passed me and I seen an M on the back and I didn't see no exhaust nowhere.
Right.
I'm like this. Is that the EV thing they was talking about?
That's the EV thing.
I was just so disappointed, son. I was like, I gotta tell Bitter on this one, son. This is ridiculous. It came past me the quietest. That's when I knew something was up. I'm like,
Really?
damn, why not?
It just goes to show,
So
man.
that shit make no noise.
None.
I was like, nah. Then I seen the M badge. I was like, oh, here we go. It's starting.
It's starting.
Tell you, so, yo. First of all, I'm so disappointed in this shit right now. I'm ready to slam this laptop closed, son.
This is how they do, bro. This is how they do. This is where we at now, man. Shout to everybody who's in the
Don't be
building.
surprised if that Type R is next.
I got one. I'm like this.
He said I got one.
I'm looking
I'm good.
Look, I'm like this. I'm sitting over there. I don't care how they feel about it. I'm like, yo, you could do whatever you want now. Like this. I got mine.
Yeah.
Thank you. I got mine. I don't care how they feel about it. So it is what it is.
I
man.
got mine.
Telling you. Got mines, bro.
But I gotta ask you though, right? Not to get too sidetracked. That doesn't like kind of bother you a little bit though, because they taking a great and they like this. You know what?
But you know what though? At the same time,
Yeah.
and just to talk off the helm for a little bit, yeah, because you know I like to go off the rails.
Let's go.
I've been talking to a lot of car guys, and they like, yo, I'm looking forward to EV. Like,
Stop
what?
lying. See, first off, we need to mute your mic. No way, son.
Son, they out here committing for real vehicular treason, automotive anarchy right now.
How? Okay, I gotta ask you. What's the age range?
Young, but you do have some older men. You know what, man? Hey, I'm listening. I'm tired of paying gas. I love to put an EV in my car. I was like, yo, you serious? They're like, yeah, man. You know, I see your show. I see how you talk about EVs. I'm like, and you know, that's always a sticking point.
Yeah.
Because people know. I don't care. I don't bend, I don't break on stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, I don't want one. I don't want a car I got to plug into my house. I don't want it.
I still want to see the benefit though of an EV.
Apparently, see, that's what I'm saying. People, they sold on it. So I was like, yo, you know what? It benefits. I'm like,
What is it? See,
I don't got to do anything for gas. But look at Texas. You heard Texas want to charge you $200 just because you got an EV.
this is what I'm saying.
See, if you think that they only gonna move the cost from one side to the next,
People don't realize that.
no.
And I think what people were sold on, not for nothing, is just the technology. Forget anything else past that. Forget anything past that.
Right.
Because if you think you're gonna go to a shop or the dealer, wherever you're gonna go,
Right.
and you're gonna pay less because it has less moving parts and all this crazy stuff,
I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you.
and a pair of Wolf tickets.
And I got a concert. I got concert tickets. Elvis and Pac is performing.
Yeah. It is free food and free liquor. Everything you want.
Oh man.
Come on,
Marilyn
B.
Monroe is serving the drinks.
Damn.
I got one for you. That's what I'm saying. Like, people buy it, man. That's why at the end of the day, I don't even bother no more. It's like,
Nah, man, me neither.
they can see that that's a point of contention for me. So I'll be like, yeah, you know what, man? Obviously, you're not a car guy.
I ain't gonna front. I tend to like when I hear people talking about stuff like that. I tend to stay away from conversations like that, and then I ask them a few key questions just to see where their mind is at with it. And then once they say certain things, I'm like, all right, thanks for the quick talk, real fast.
It's like the turbo, like you see a Mustang with GTR on it. Yeah, okay, all right. Have a good one.
for sure. So I just think that's very interesting. Nissan is definitely gonna if not, I feel like hurt their brand a little bit more. Because this right here, so what that means for the Z?
Right. What does that mean for the Z?
I think this was his last hoorah, son.
Yes.
Probably, bro. I think this is probably the last hoorah.
And not for nothing, I still haven't. I've seen one in a while.
I seen none in the wild, actually.
In the wild at all.
I ain't seen not one.
Wow.
Not one. And that's very interesting.
But Nissan can find time to make electric vehicles.
That's it. Like, come on. I don't know, kid.
And look, and they ain't the only ones. Subaru.
Please don't say Subaru's up next.
Subaru is trademarking the term STE. What do you think that stands for?
Stupidity. That's it, son. Stupidity the electric. That's it, son. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, B.
They said it's probably a trademark for the S to replace the STI. STE on March 13th. They going for it. Subaru Technica International Motorsports branding. They're gonna go Subaru Technica Electric.
Damn, son.
Not STIE. Not STI-E or E squared or something like that.
E squared.
Nah, they
or the
gonna,
E in parentheses or something like that. Nah, they not gonna do that. See, I feel like Subaru is just like, you know what, man, we're done. We out the race.
Yeah, they've been making the same motor for 25 years. They've been out the race.
But I think this was solidified it though when they dropped that new Impreza. The WRX.
Yeah.
I think that was it. I think that was like, yo, you know what? This is the last thing y'all gonna get from
And
me.
that's why the STI is so special. That's why they cost so much money.
Oh, they only gonna go up. They only gonna go up.
It says I'm an Audi guy. Oh, yo,
Who that?
you already know who it is.
Resident Audi guy
Let's
right there?
go.
I already know.
He said, I go to sleep and wake up in cold sweats thinking of owning an e-tron.
Damn.
That's how I feel when they be like, yo, you know, Honda make electric car. I'd be like this, nope. Yo, Dodge is making a Hornet. Nope.
Yo, you know what's so interesting? This is how you know, right? Where your loyalty lies with these brands.
Yeah.
As soon as they start going off the rails, I'm good. Nah.
Watch this.
Yeah, that's all like Panico when I be asking him a question. So he be like, Dad, no. Nah, I'm not doing that.
Shout to SP. We know that's you, SP.
Let's
SP
go.
is our resident Audi guy.
Factory.
You got to say, though, at the end of the day, going electric is like, nah, I can't do it. But they not finished, man. Not finished. And this is the last thing we're going to talk about right here in this segment right here. Dealers are selling the new Dodge Demon at supercar money. And this is why the automotive world is suffering.
Damn, son.
A little over a week ago, Dodge unleashed the bonkers Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 170 to the world, and already shady dealers are selling them for well over sticker. Dodge knew this would be a problem, even though the American automaker will do its best for it not to happen. We all know that the price was $99,666.
Hilarious.
Plus a $250,000 markup. Oh my goodness.
Yo, that is blasphemy at its finest, son.
So they supposed to be around 130,000 fully loaded. And when we say fully loaded, everything except for the moonroof. No, I think it's 130,000
No, that gotta
with
be
the
with the
moonroof.
moonroof, because the moonroof is like 10 grand.
But they don't want you to get the moonroof because
Yeah.
you know that weakens the chassis.
For sure.
They don't, but some people gonna want. I don't know who want their car to be doing wheelies at the drag strip and have a moonroof in it.
See, here's
That's
my
crazy.
thing. Here's my thing. I be the one to opt for the moonroof.
Because it'll be the one that's worth a lot.
Or I be the one to have it on the street.
Yeah, all right.
I'm telling you.
Yo, he's standing that
I'm
thing up.
telling you, son.
Yo, I'm telling you, son, there's just too many things that could go wrong in a 1,000 horsepower car with a moonroof.
Don't get.
But at the end of the
The
day,
only
I
thing
hear
that could go wrong is you not getting one, sir. That's the only thing, son. Yo, I'm telling you, son, you got the moonroof. It's a nice day. You just want to open it up.
and do what?
You know, the air coming from the top.
That air ain't coming in. You're going too fast. That air is downforce now. The car's squatting. You ain't getting no air.
I'm telling you, son.
So it looks like fully loaded, they're 130,000. People are adding another 130,000 to the sticker price.
Damn, son.
That is ridiculous. So the only two allocations that are left, they went to a dealership. You know how they have the power pages. I mean, not the power page, the
Power broker.
Power broker. You can see where all these cars are. and it said that there was only two allocations in this dealership, and one of them sold for $200,000 over sticker.
See, okay, listen, I get it, man. If you got it, fantastic. Fantastic, though. But where's the line drawn at, though? But why would you stop if your man over here is about to pay you $200,000 over what the car is? Why
Right.
stop?
But those are not car people.
They can't be.
They can be. They can't wait to get it on the street with 24-inch rims and.
Or better yet, just sit somewhere and collect wild dust. But this is what hurts the the whole the culture of the thing, because of things like this. Like, why stop? Things like, even with the fuel, we're gonna raise it. You're gonna pay. Why I'm stop?
Right. It's crazy.
So no matter what dodge you, don't matter how many power brokers and all this they try to do. Like, if there's people that's willing to do it,
It's a fact. And I think that ultimately, don't get me wrong. When I bought my Type R,
okay,
it was over sticker.
okay,
It was used too, and they wanted more than what it cost brand new.
yeah,
But I'm not talking about $10,000.
yeah.
The sticker was $39,999, whatever, right? From there, that was it. It went. I think it went up to $40,000 altogether. 42,000. I think that's what I ended up walking out the door after taxes, everything, right?
Yeah.
And it was used. Could you imagine seeing a car for $99,000 and you really going to buy it? You got the money in hand, and the dealership come back. Yeah, so it's gonna cost you about another $200,000. Damn. You think you heard Ronald before, boy? I'm flipping every desk in the dealership. Everybody getting their.
But see, that is hilarious, because I'll be right there joining you, right? But here's the thing I want to ask you now. Remember what we said last week? If you went in a Ferrari dealer, and like, yo, Mr. Bitter One, we have a 48 Pista over there in that nice blue you like. But then somebody say, yo, there's a demon in the corner.
For the
170, right? You said you would take it, but at this price level, though, are you still taking it? 200,000 over?
No.
This is what I'm saying. Because
No.
now they talking about, like, yo, this is supercar money now.
Yeah.
That's a little different. At 99,666, I'm grabbing it, no hesitation. If we in a Ferrari dealer, it's Pistas all the way around. And all
I'll
that.
even grab it at 150.
Hell, I'll do you better than that. I'll
With
grab it
the
at
moon.
151.
With
Yeah,
the moon.
absolutely.
See, and this is how it starts. See how you just said. You already said to me, y'all. This is how it start. That's how it starts.
But for sure, it's like, hold on, son.
Shout to Dog Sport. This is how it starts. Now I'm like, yeah, I'll pay 150. I'll pay 51. I'll pay 57. I'll pay 67.
I'll pay 350, and that's it. It's game after that. Like, damn, son, where you came
Everybody raising their hands like this.
from? But we have a line, though. Even if the dough is there, it's like, come on, man.
I would go. I'll be like, yo, I'll pay 250. I pay 251. I bet I'm going to get this Ferrari.
That's what I'm saying. At that point, it's like, nah, man, we ODing, but this is the thing. It's definitely crossing over the supercar money now. And now I see what you're saying. It's like, until,
Shout to Miller. He said, welcome to The Price is Wrong. That is a fact, man. Shout to everybody tuned in, paying attention. It's almost crazy, like, what they doing out here, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
this is past supply and demand.
It
It's
is.
past that.
It is. It really is. It really is. But, they letting it slide, bro. I don't know what to say. I just look at it and I say to myself, I went looking for a GTR yesterday.
Yeah.
And everybody, I go to Car Gurus. I go to all the used car websites, right?
Okay.
And
They got new cars up there, too. They got new
they
cars
do.
up there.
But I wasn't looking for a brand new GTR. I went looking for a used
Well, yeah.
2000 and I'm looking for 2016 and better,
Okay.
right? You wouldn't believe the prices. 78,000 miles, I want $90,000. What?
Really?
Telling you.
Damn, son.
You gotta find it. You gotta say to yourself, like, wait a minute. But it's what it's costing.
Damn, son.
Said even Jesus was turning tables over when he saw the buffoonery going on.
Yo.
They not lying. He went to the markets over there in Rome.
Yeah.
Saw some things. Jesus was flipping tables out there. Kid.
Hold on, kid. You trying to tell me that wasn't even a T-spec you was looking at?
No.
78,000.
Shout to my guy Damien. Dangerous Damien's in
Let's
the
go.
building, a.k.a. Reaps.
Let's go.
He's in the building.
Damn, son.
I can't pay that, son.
With Wix, you can edit your meta tags.
I can't pay that. I can't pay that. I can't.
Modify your URL.
And because of that,
Mm-hmm.
you got to start to say to yourself, like, what is it costing? What is it costing?
Damn.
What is it costing? I want y'all to think about that. We're going to play this little big yellow joint right here.
Focus you talking about, bro, you was never with.
She talking a little reckless.
Yeah.
You never pulled up a gang, you was never with. Never
Oh.
pulled up a gang, you was never with me outside. Big yellow don't slip when I slide. From a city where the streets survive. Act up, get sent to the
We had to think about that for a minute, y'all.
These bitches don't really want trouble. They just talking that shit for the gram. These bitches don't really want scuffle. Get put on the shirt, keep playing. Don't care what a broke nigga saying. Don't care what that other chick doing. Me and that little bitch, we ain't the same. These bitch be gas like Jetty. Stash boss got plenty. Bad bitch named Semi. If she get active, she get ratchet. Shoe shit, no Jimmy. Turn a butcher like Benny. Never drop a dime or a penny. Always on time and I ain't friendly. It be all black if they send me. Spin a block in a Chevy. When I got the power, you was close. So that time he had to stay with me. Gang, you was never with me outside. Big yellow don't sit when I slide.
I actually like that song, too.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I actually like that song. She's gonna be performing it. I think she's right now she's rocking with DJ Self.
Yeah,
So she's doing well for herself.
That's not
Hopefully we
bad.
get on the show. We've been trying.
that's not bad. Yo, you know another thing that bothers me with this? It's
What's
like,
that?
Okay, cool. The Ferraris and the Guineas may not be as fast in a straight line,
Right.
but on a track it's a Reynolds wrap.
Oh yeah.
But and another thing is, right, the muscle cars don't, they taking away like what they stand for. They not meant to be this outrageously priced type of automobiles. Are they not supposed to be this way?
So I'm glad you said that. I had an argument with somebody the other day, and the bitter one is always arguing. You want to argue? 1-800 call Pop. That's what it is. You want to argue? You want 5 minutes of argument? 1-800 call Pop.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm talking to so self-proclaimed sneakerhead.
Okay.
Oh, yo, you say I'm a sneakerhead. I got, them PlayStation 1s that cost $1,000. Yo, them Jordans that cost $1,000. I said, yo, just because you spend $1,000 don't make you a sneakerhead, fam. Make you stupid, in my opinion.
It makes you stupid.
Make you stupid. Make me want to knock on your head like
Anyone home?
McFly.
I was about to say.
You know what I'm saying? So he wanted me to explain why, and I had to explain to him real quickly. I said, you got to start to think about the meaning of things. The meaning of being a sneakerhead is what? The meaning of being a sneakerhead is it wasn't the fact that you had the most expensive, you had the most exclusive. Meaning you probably went to another neighborhood to go get those sneakers or had them brought over from LA to here, not because they was more expensive, but because they was in a different color that anybody had, a different cut that anybody didn't have, a different brand of sneaker that everybody didn't have. Everything started from being exclusive, not necessarily having the 1,000. When did we put a super price tag on being exclusive? When did that start?
I ain't gonna hold you. I do not know. But I remember when it started, but I can't put a time and date on it, son.
But at the end of the day, that's what it is. So now
for sure.
you got people. Now, muscle cars, what was the origination of muscle cars? Let's keep it a buck. Muscle cars was created for the everyday man. They wasn't
sure.
made for, okay, you know what? I'm super duper rich. That's why you got the Lamborghinis, the Ferraris, things like that, right? But now when you talk about a muscle car, the muscle car was for the man that, you know what? Yeah, he probably got a station wagon, but it got an 8 in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he probably got a 4-door car, but he got an 8 in it. That's what it was created for. So when you see things like this, you're exactly right. It's taken away from the point that it was intended for, which is for the regular car guy to really get his hands dirty and have something to work on.
For sure. And with this right here, they just not even like this. This is the worst example I have ever seen. But they started with this thing, man. They started. It was like, you know what? Like you said, since when exclusiveness has put a price tag on these things?
Right.
It was never about that, son.
So now you trying to tell me, and then you're gonna use the pandemic, and you and see, that's where I lose it. That's where I lose. Now you're giving me reasons why you could charge me $200,000. I could go buy a house.
Yeah, for real.
Nah, keep it a buck. I could go buy a whole brand new house for $350,000. Like I could
For
put
real.
down on that. So you're trying to tell me that this car? See, that's where
That's where it loses me, son. It loses me right there, like right off the rails. Done.
And it's like, you know what? Now that car goes to somebody who does not truly understand. And that's where we are right now in this car community thing.
Yeah.
That's why when I reached for that Type R, the reason I really, really wanted to bring that Type R home, because there was so many other hoopla. You remember?
Yeah, yeah.
Shout to SI Shawn, he went with me. When I was up there and it was so many other things. Yo, you know, you got to do this. And whatever got to be done, I'm doing it. You know why? Because I don't want to see this car end up in the hands of somebody who won't appreciate it. And
Nah,
that
for
is
sure.
not me.
For sure,
You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
So
Absolutely.
that's why when I look at my Type R, like all my vehicles, they all mean a lot to me because all of them represent a certain time in my life. All of them represent a time down to my motorcycle. They all represent a time of when I had to put that work in and go get what I wanted.
Yeah, I definitely agree, man. I definitely agree. And that also brings me to my not to get side. Okay, who we got?
Shout to this. Let's see what we got on the phones.
Who we got in the box?
Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Miller time.
Miller
Gentlemen.
time.
Miller time.
What's poppin', Miller?
I just wanted to continue on what you were just talking about, enjoying your ride and what the purpose of it and how you felt about it.
Yes.
Let me tell you, I'll give you a primary example. I took a 2-week vacation that I'm still on, but I'm back home.
Tremendous.
I
go.
took my truck to a place I've never been. New Orleans,
I
Louisiana.
always wanted to go there.
Me too.
How was that? Continue on, please.
But wait, before I get there, as you know, that Saturday afternoon, I called you. Where was I? Heading south.
Right.
I went to Florida first.
Oh, you drove.
Dropped my boys off at my friend's house. Stayed over there. Went to my mom's house.
Yes.
Got out of all my gear and got myself into another transferring mode and picked my friend back up. And guess what? We went from Florida Turnpike to I-75 to I-10. Holy cow.
That sounds like a road trip and a half. First off, before you continue, Miller, shout to you. Because that is a rally.
That is, son.
That's a rally. Continue
He's not
on.
playing. Let's go.
Yo, I mean, it was the ultimate trip because it was the first time in a long time that my family, we all got together. And then I had picked up a good friend of mine over 20-plus years. I worked for her first, and we have been friends ever since. And she was the one that inspired me to say, you know what? Let's go to New Orleans. Let's go to the French Quarter. Let's have some fun. OMG, it was a blast.
I love it.
10-hour drive, kid. 10-hour drive.
Wait, 10 hours from Florida?
Yes, from Florida, from I would say I'm in Deltona. The nearest town would be like Daytona Beach.
Nice.
So you can figure out from Daytona Beach to New Orleans.
That is a trek. So you went through Pensacola.
Yeah.
You went through the long part of Florida.
Yes, sir.
Pause.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, that was filthy. You know what I mean?
That was wild. Man, you went through the long part of Florida, right? What?
I caught myself after I said it. Like, yo.
I was going to let him go, but I was like, hold on, son. Wait a minute.
Wow.
Sure, now the communication lines are working on your radio station. Huh?
That's a fact.
Picking up
That's
everything.
That's a fact. Man, man.
But one thing I want to ask you, Miller, on this drive, what was the one thing you saw that you know you wouldn't have seen if you didn't do this drive?
I hope you're ready for this. Check this out.
Oh boy,
You heard of the Piggly Wiggly, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, Piggly Wiggly. My grandmother used to go there when you go down south.
Have you heard of the Hoggly Woggly?
The Hoggly Woggly.
Nah, I never heard of that one.
Nah, I never heard of the Hoggly Woggly. What is that?
Check it out. It's the same. It's the same as the Piggly Wiggly, but it's just a different name under different ownership with the same same purpose. It's a store, kid.
Really?
That's the name alone is just like, are you serious? And there's someplace out there in the south there is a spot. Now I think that was, I don't know if that was I think that was probably in Alabama.
Right.
I'm thinking it's in Alabama. But yeah, that you asked that's what shocked the heck out of me.
Hoggly Walk. Did you go in?
Nah, my family went in. I just stayed in the car because it was just a pit stop.
Right.
Because I was running low on gas, and the gas station was right next to the place. Everybody else went in but me. I was just waiting for everybody else to, to stretch their legs out and walk a little bit, do whatever. Me, I was just trying to stay focused because I was the one behind the wheel. My friend, she helps me drive, so that worked out nicely too. But I didn't go into the place. But
Nice.
I was just so amazed by the name that I had to take a picture.
Don't forget to post that in the group, please.
100%.
Yeah, I will definitely do that.
So,
But yeah, you asked, man. That was crazy.
my question to you is, right after that drive, how did you feel about? Well, we already know how you feel about your truck.
Mm-hmm. And this ain't the first drive you've been on with the truck, neither. It's like the fifth, if I remember.
Right, you've been on a couple of those
you've been
long
on
distance
you've
drives.
been on the road for a minute with that.
Right.
So,
Right,
how
right.
what does it do for you when you do trips like that? Because people act like you don't have, like, men don't have relationships with they call people in general, car guys, car gals.
Oh,
We have relationships with our vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and the most important thing about your vehicle is like it's having a relationship. It's making sure that you are prepared because you look at you talk to it and you say, you know what, I'm going to get you service because we're going to have a fun drive today. I need you to be at your optimum efficiency so we can make this run. And sure enough, I took him to the dealership and said, I got a major trip to do. So y'all need to do up the best way you can for my baby.
Let's
And
go.
Sure enough, we got everything that I can possibly think of was pretty much taken care of.
That's what I'm talking about.
And the next tune-up is going to be in about another 1,000 miles because when I checked it out, it was at 29. It done broke 30, and I brought it back. It's like at 32.
Oh, so it's time.
1,000 miles.
I love to hear that.
It's about time to get done again. This is like the most smallest time frame, and I accumulated the most mileage, and I wasn't even thinking about it.
And that is why Miller is now a certified car guy.
Yeah, so he be on the move
He
with
be
that.
on
He
the
be on the move
move.
with the pickup, and I could appreciate that.
On the move. And at that
I
point,
did-
it's miles per gallon. And I don't
yeah,
care how much.
absolutely.
Like, I'm not really, oh, my God, the gas. Listen, bruh. I'm going where
I
I'm
tell you
going.
one.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
tell you one thing though. What makes it work is that Ford has their app.
Okay.
And the app, of course, is linked up between you and the car. And once I fill up the tank,
Uh-huh.
I punch in on Waze my destination,
Right.
and I keep up with how much I got in the tank to how much I can move.
Mm-hmm.
And on the highway, oh my God, that mofo gives me at least 450 to 475
What, you a tank? 475 miles a tank?
on that tank. Once you fill up
Wow.
and you go on the highway,
That's wacky, yeah, for sure.
yes.
Yo, you know my
Yes.
Infinity gets nowhere near that. My Infinity, right? When we did a rally down to Florida.
Okay.
I had to, so you know my Infinity's all-wheel drive all the time. You can't turn it off.
Yeah.
It's either 40-60 or 50-50, meaning 60% power in the rear, 40% in the front, or 50-50,
okay.
right?
Okay.
And the only way you get it 50-50 is if you put the snow button on. I put the snow button on, and I got better gas mileage because of the way it was running. I actually put on
Nice.
cruise control at one point, because I wanted to see the mileage. Yo, you know the best I could do was like 370 miles for a tank of gas.
Wow.
That's really interesting, huh?
370
Yeah.
miles for a tank of gas. And when I say
Crazy.
the one thing about Grace, she drink, boy. She be out there, she drink. She clang that champagne glass full of 93.
Yeah, I know
like,
that's
clink,
right.
go.
I
She
know
drink.
that's right.
But you know what? I would say because I never ever put regular fuel in this thing, she still runs great. She's always got full
Nice.
synthetic fuel. She's always run great.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna skimp on anything, don't skimp on taking care of it. Like when you putting the fluids in it, you gotta be right with that because those are the only things that go in and come out.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
Yes.
So
yes,
you gotta
yes.
be. So going to the dealer and like, yo, give me that full synthetic. Give it to me.
I don't even have to tell him. I don't even have to tell him that because as long as I've been going there, That's what they've been doing.
That's what they've been.
The only thing that I've been doing is through the app monitoring my oil.
Yes.
And that was the other problem that I had when I had my older vehicles. I wasn't monitoring the oil, and that was my problem.
So,
but when I got this, when they told me about the app, because the app helps you monitor your tire pressure, your oil pressure, and it also monitors other systems in the vehicle. So if it feels, if the car feels something, it's going to send it to the app, and the app's going to reach out to me, whether via the app or through it's going to send me an email.
Wow.
Oh, well, you need to go check your vehicle out. Your brakes need to get checked out. It's been overdue, blah, blah, blah. Got no problem. Got the warranty. Let's go.
Early. And that's what I'm talking about. That right there, Miller,
100%.
shout again. Again, shout to Miller, man.
100%.
And we know Phil out there, too.
Yeah, hell yeah, Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil is out there. I know he done had himself a good time, too. It was his birthday last week. I know he had a good time. But, Miller, you know we got a lot of show to do. I appreciate you for calling in with that story, though, because I think that people need to understand that when we talking about cars, we're not just talking about, oh, it got to be a tuner car. Listen, you love your vehicle.
Because if you can have a relationship with your spouse, sometimes your vehicle is the other spouse that your present spouse will accept.
Right. Yeah, right.
I ain't gonna say that on air. I'm
Yo,
good.
that was hilarious, y'all. And I'm sitting here agreeing with him. Like, yup, yup. Wait till I get home, I'm gonna get my head whipped.
So I gotta ask this next question. This is for both of y'all though. So what about this Nissan GTR with this EV in there?
Come on, what are you asking me?
Can you
someone fix? I'm sorry, Bearded One. Can you fix his mic?
Yo,
with his mic.
No,
we're having communication problems again.
As a matter of fact,
off the air.
I think we fixed it. I think Ronald came in it. Yeah, over there, Ronald. Yeah, there you go.
Ronald's not playing. Hold on. Damn.
We fixed it.
I was wilding for a second. Hold on.
We fixed it. Shout to McBride. He said sometimes the vehicles come in first. Shout to Phil. He said he's tuned in. He's eating a Cuban sandwich in Miami.
Let's go, Phil.
Nice.
Let's go.
Yeah, shout to
Phil is not playing.
Shout to my guy Phil.
Let's go.
Yeah, Dr. Phil is out there examining life right
Factory,
now.
right?
And for that, I'm happy for him.
Yeah,
Yo, Miller, we appreciate you. You already know when the T-shirts and the merch come out, you know y'all the first to really get put on.
100%.
We appreciate y'all greatly for tuning in. Miller, you in Florida?
Yeah, because you know I came up with that vehicular treason.
Yes.
You know that.
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
I got to get that shirt.
Yo, when we make the first one, when the first one is finished and made and in my hands, it goes to Miller.
For sure.
It goes to Miller.
Factory.
I appreciate
Extra
you,
large.
kid.
Extra large, brother. Extra large.
I can't front. You know, we a little off brand. We ain't we may need the 2XL though, because I want the way the shirt.
Brother, it's all right.
The way the shirts are made up. You know what I'm saying? I look like Superman. I put
we
it on.
We love what we love. We are who we are. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yo, Miller, we appreciate you for tuning in, bro. Thank you.
Yes. Thanks for the lessons, and I appreciate everything you guys do for me.
Let's go, man.
100%.
Let's go.
All right, y'all handle your business.
And you
Yes,
too.
sir.
Are you in Florida?
in.
You in Florida right now still?
No, sir. I am back home.
Back
I
home.
am back home. I was back home since Friday at 2 a.m. That drive was bananas. I'm gonna give you a real quick story because on the way back I had sent my boys on the airplane so my wife can actually. The only downside to the truck is that you can't really get comfortable in the back row, but in the front row you can readjust your seat and relax and everything else.
Right.
So I was doing I did all the driving coming back north.
Right.
But she was like, she thought she was in JetBlue. She had leg room, beyond room of all room. But, yo, I'm going to tell you this. Once I made my last gas stop in Delaware, I don't know how I made it back because I was running on E.
as the rally, we know a
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
or two
Yeah,
about
for sure.
being so like, yo, that last from Maryland to New York, I think on the low is longer
Yeah.
than leaving.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man,
It's
You
like
know what's
1,000
really long?
miles.
You know what's really long?
What's that?
Just getting from that see, let me see, the last stop in Delaware, it was like maybe 3 miles from Jersey.
Uh-huh.
Once you got into Jersey, you would think it'd be real quick.
Nah.
Yo,
Nah, son, no way.
that exit 13 felt like it was exit 33.
You be crawling like, please, please. We
And
know
I don't
way
know.
too much about that.
Nah, for sure.
Oh, I don't know how I made it home, but I thank God that I actually did because I was pretty much gone.
Yo, we know way
And
too
it was
much.
just pure. It was just pure adrenaline after that because it was like, oh, I'm home. I'm in the area. I'm in the tri-state area. I'm hitting potholes. I don't care. My truck
I'm
is
hitting
holding it
potholes.
down. Let's go.
Because at that point, son, it's like, yo, either you is one or the other. Either we gonna get there or we gonna crash and burn. It's one or the other. Kid. I've been there, son. That rally be having you like that. Like, yo, I had enough.
No, that's a fact. Like it puts you through the paces, like, and that's how you really get your badges. You know what I'm saying? Like that really lets you know where you stand.
Yeah, Miller.
Behind the wheel.
We creating our own badges, by the way. Write that
Yeah,
down because we got a couple
Put that
other
in my
badges we
notes.
gonna create. We putting on people's shirts. So, yo, Miller,
Yes, sir.
we gonna jump right in. Appreciate you. Keep tuning in, and you already know we got some things planned. April 15th and April 22nd. If you're around. We going to
Yes, sir.
the track. We going to the go-kart
RPM.
track. 15 RPM in Farmingdale.
Yeah.
So it's a little closer to home.
Right.
And we
Right.
doing our very first speed and greet.
Yep, that's the 22nd of April.
That's the 22nd April.
Okay, I'll definitely will do my best to see what I can do. I'm not going to give you that last 30 second my nail popped. I ain't going to do that.
My
I'll
nail
give you at least, I'll give you at least a week in advance about that.
yeah, let's go.
All right, Miller.
All right, guys.
All right,
Take
kid.
care of your business.
All right,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Same, man. Peace.
Later.
Later.
Yo, that's definitely illo, man. Miller definitely be logging in some, you know what I'm saying, some mileage.
Yo, yeah,
in that
Miller.
F-150. Like I could appreciate that, cause that's what it was about, though.
That's what the rally's about.
You know what I'm saying? That's what definitely was about. When you got something that you like, you can enjoy. You go places with it.
I still think about the Type R and the Dragon's Tail.
Oh,
Still.
man, son, that was such an epic
By far.
ride, son.
And then to not know we made it.
Huh.
Once we got to the Dragon's Tail, we didn't know. No, we thought we was on the
Yeah,
Dragon's
we was on
Tail.
a moonshiners run.
And we was on the moonshine, and the turn started getting silly.
Hold on. We knew we kind of into like some type of arcade game because it got crazy. We made that last. I think we made a last left turn.
Yep.
And then it got crazy after that.
And then
son.
it got sick. Next thing you know, we driving. It's like, yo, this turn is vicious. Then it was, it's another one. No guardrail off the edge to the cliff. Yeah, that was wild.
It definitely got pretty interesting.
You
up
know what it
there.
reminded me of? Outrun. You ever play
Yeah,
Outrun?
absolutely, yeah.
Yo, it was like we was turning. Next thing you know, the weather changed. Started
Yeah.
raining. You're like, yo, it was just sunny out here. Yo, now you see nothing but small.
I'm telling you, it was wild, son. It was wild, man. But one thing I want to say is like back to what we was talking about.
Uh-huh.
It's like a vehicle like the Demon, the 170.
Yes.
It's not gonna be at this rate. It's not gonna do what it was intended to do,
No.
which is to wow the crowds, get them crazy at the drag strip,
Yep.
and act crazy. You know, it's not gonna happen, son. At this price point, it ain't happening.
And that's what's crazy because next week's episode is going to talk about that a little bit too. Did we create takeover culture? That's next week, y'all. We're going to talk about that's next week.
That's a good one, though.
He said, shout to Miller. He said, I don't know if I'm ready for the curves with no guardrails. It could get funky out there.
Nah, it could.
Take your eyes off the prize. Bye.
For
Just
sure.
like that.
For
It
sure.
could
For sure.
happen.
For sure. Yo, real quick though, what you think is gonna happen with the Type S Integra then, though?
If it goes, so I'm guessing
no.
you're getting one.
No.
Oh.
I'm talking about with this markup.
Oh, it's going to be brutal.
Cause the FL5 was brutal.
Yeah. And now they even stopped sale of the FL5. Let's get into that
Let's
a
go.
little bit. So now we still in our tech talk.
Drivers heading
No, we're not
Now
there
we
yet.
feeling sweet.
Tech Talk.
Y'all know how we get down. We are still there. It looks like the FL5 Type R they've had a stop sale on the FL5 Type R. This Type R, there's two things with it right now. One, sticky handling.
Oh, this is going
National Highway Traffic Safety
as far as the Type R is concerned.
As far as the Type R is concerned. And now, seat welds. Let's get into that a little bit.
So hold on, before we dive in, right? So the other day I caught myself watching them build this car.
Yes.
But you don't see them do stuff like that. What you really see them doing is just assembling it.
Right. You don't see them building it. Of course not.
You don't see them like getting the welds popping. You don't see them.
Nah.
You just see them assembling it.
Those chassis are already put together probably. They probably take the what I would think is they have all of these Civic chassis and they take a certain number of them and they do a little bit more work to them and put those to the side.
You really think that's what they do?
I don't think that they put the Type R's on the same conveyor as a Civic.
Oh,
LX.
no. Hell no. I don't even think. Obviously, the chassis are, I guess, I don't want to say the same, but they're the same size vehicles or whatever. That's the first I would go with it. But as far as like the welds and all that cool stuff, I think that is completely separate.
So let's get into this a little bit. The sales of the 2023 Honda Civic Type R were reportedly stopped this week pending a recall due to improper seat welds. The Civic Type R uses exclusive manually adjusted seats subject to noise complaints on owner's forum of Civic 11 since at least November. The cause was reportedly identified as faulty welds in a notice issued to dealers March 30th, also posted to this website. Due to improper manufacturing, the driver's seat cushion frame assembly may have faulty welds, which may lead to squeaking, rattling noises, or breakage of the seat frame weld. Honda added that weak seat welds put Type R drivers at risk of being restrained in a crash. By implication, passengers may be flung about the cabin or ejected from impact.
That's not hilarious, but
that is interesting. Crazy.
Yo, son. So you trying to tell me I'm about to be a projectile? Are you kidding me, son?
You bouncing around inside the car like
yeah.
Ping pong.
Like a ping pong. You remember playing ping pong? So she was crazy. Yo, hold on, man. Not for nothing. That's definitely out of hand.
Yeah, it just goes to show, man. Listen, they said they got 100. They said, so on top of that, right, it says seat problems in the Type R introduce a known quality problem on a generation of Civics already suspected to suffer at least one other major issue. Earlier this month, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration opened up an investigation following 145 complaints of steering problems on the 2022 and 2023 Civics. Owners reported unexpected increases in steering effort, usually after prolonged highway driving. The investigation remains in the preliminary stage and has not yet been led to a recall. That is interesting. And y'all trying to tell me the beluga whale is better than my Air Force kitty? Stop it.
The Air Force kitty.
Stop it. Stop.
Oh, man, son.
Listen, what's your thoughts on that, kid?
I'm actually, so, this for sure bothers me because cars like this, they require special attention. They, like, they need.
They do. But you can do but so much.
What do you mean?
Like, this is the seat, bruh.
Yeah.
How many people are really taking pause.
Oh, damn, son.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's only so much you could do. If it's coming from the factory like this, that's a problem.
For sure.
Because you're already paying top dollar. It is the top Civic. You have the Type R, and you have the Sport, the EX, and all of that. They're those other low end Civics are dreaming to be like you. You mean to tell me we got seats breaking? No, can't have it.
I mean,
faulty welds? Come on. That's like letting Ferrari off the hook for the brake cap, for sure. The brake fluid cap. You was like, yo, no way. I'll pay all this money for it's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. But that's what I mean. It's like these vehicles require special attention. So how you even let that get out the door?
Listen, in an effort to make it better than the FK. They rushed
Hurry up, man.
it.
We gotta get this done.
They rushed it. But I will say this. At the end of the day, I would never let a seat define my feelings for the car. The sticky handling after highway driving, sounds like it's something with like a steering pump or something like that. Could be something simple. It could be something with the rack.
Yeah, remember, all is electrical, so it could just be, it could be a glitch going on. That's that's how it goes. 'Cause remember, it's no more power steering pumps.
And see, that's
No more hydraulics,
where they
steering
lose it.
racks.
That's where they lost it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where they lost it.
It's probably like, it probably needs an update. But we don't call those recalls though, right? No?
We don't call update. According to Cobra Commander,
Yeah, we don't call updates recalls.
a.k.a. Elon Musk. But all is not lost for the Type R. You know why? Because there's still the tried and true FK8, which I own,
Damn.
by the way.
Let's go.
And there's somebody else who owns the FK8 that was actually talking beautifully about it. And that is John Cena, a.k.a. You Can See Me.
Let's go.
John Cena owns a 2020 Honda Civic Type R. And he was more than happy to talk about it. And you know what? They asked him. He was on a podcast called Whiskey Ginger. I don't know. I think that's the guy's name. But he said, and I quote, "My daily driver is a Civic Type R. It's got tech. It's manual, reliable." He said it's a 2020. It's got a third pedal, and at 145 miles per hour, it's stable. Like it goes. It got seats in the back. I can actually pick people up. Let me tell you something. Everything he just said is the reason why I bought that Type R. Is it not?
It is though, 100%.
Everything he said, from reliability, because I had 3 different cars I was choosing from at that point.
Yeah.
And I was like, only this one I know is reliable. I just saw Ben from Gears and Gasoline blow a STI engine on a baseline dyno. Blew the motor. Yo,
All right, at his defense, those dynos are no joke. When you go to that dyno, son, you got one or two things. You're either gonna come out unscathed, or you're gonna be on the phone making a call for a new engine, son.
Your engine got 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot on the banana peel.
Yo, your engine up there playing Mario Kart, son. You don't know how this gonna go.
Listen, I know how it go for the Type R though.
Damn. That's it. Get stronger, right?
That's
about it, son. That's
I know how it go for that that STI, and then the Evo. They my thing is, I was looking for an Evo. I was like, you know what, that'd be. But then you start reading about the transmission issues they have, and you got to do a lot of different things. I'm like, don't get me wrong. This Type R, the FK8 has transmission issues too that a lot of people are suffering from.
Really?
But they you know why? Because they shift wrong. You have to me.
What do you mean?
This is not the kind of car where you're gonna be quick shifting. No.
So what are you saying? Like the transaxle can't handle the shock? Like what are you saying?
No, it could handle it, but it's eventually gonna go. A lot of guys are breaking their transmissions in second and third from slamming and going in real fast. Pause.
Damn.
All right.
He's 2 for 2 right now.
Slamming and going in real fast. This is out of control.
We're gonna this mic. Hold on, yo, he's wilding.
We moving on, man. We moving on. I'm getting out of this.
Yo, offsides. Hold on. Yo, oh man.
Slamming and going in hard. Hey, yo. All right. I'm through.
I forgot where we was at. For a minute. Hold on. Damn. It's a family show.
I did not mean that. Either way, John Cena drive the Type R. We're going to move on. One more. It looks like Porsche's done with the Cayman 718 GT. Come on, bruh. Porsche 718 GT4 Spider and all T models are dead for 2024.
Hold on. Before we get into that, what confuses me is that they about to drop this e-fuel.
Yeah, son. But
you think they got to trim the fat?
I think so, and I think a lot of people. How many people was really buying the Porsche 7 or the GT4?
I was seeing those GT4s around. Remember we went to the track? It was a blue one right there, just sitting in the middle of the grass. There's a blue one out there. Nice.
I really want a Porsche badly.
I ain't gonna front. This GT4 Cayman is worth 718 is worth the cops.
Yes, it is.
It's ridiculous, bro.
But they getting rid of it, and you know what that's gonna do?
Drive them up. Of course.
The prices are gone. Shit, bruh.
Tell you, man, like you said, man, since when exclusiveness requires, you know, for you to sell a crib to kids.
All of that. Let it go. Let it go. This is what it is, kid. Look, they be like, we can have another one. But that's our only stuff. We can have another one, baby. But we can't have another Porsche 718.
Nah, kid.
But
Damn, son.
it just goes to show, man, a lot of the car companies, we're losing legends. Every week we've come here so far in 2023 and told you something is leaving.
Absolutely, man, for sure. I ain't gonna lie, 2022 was definitely a big one with that because a lot was going out the door.
Yeah, well, this is the last year. Last year we were talking about it. Look at Audi.
That's what I'm about to
R8,
say. Yeah,
through.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Porsche 718 GT4 now we know. Through. Camaro. Through.
GTR is about to be on his way
Through.
out. Damn, son.
We can keep going. There was a bunch more that we
There
talked
was
about.
a lot more, son. There was a lot more. Not even to mention the engines. You know what I'm saying? Not
Through.
even to mention the configurations from
Hellcat. Through.
All that.
Charger Hellcat. Through.
Everything,
SRT Hellcat. All of it. Through.
Everything going.
Super
son.
Sport. Through. I mean, we could keep going.
Damn.
It's sad, bro. So
I thought this 718 was gonna have a longer run though. 'Cause remember the GT4 is not that old. I think
really
they started
been
developing the GT4 in what, like 17 maybe?
yeah, about 5 years ago.
Yeah, so I'm saying 17, 18.
And a lot of that was because I remember when they started doing the 718 like package, the Porsche Boxster. It was the Porsche Boxster 718. Then they went to the Cayman GT4 718. Like, and the Cayman to me is still one of the best looking ones.
Yo,
That Cayman, I
seen the
don't know why they
convertibles,
don't give it more power.
no, but remember you could get it. If I'm not mistaken, you could get it with this crazy pack on it, making about 400 plus. Remember the GT4s make like 400.
So here's my problem with
Big bricks.
no, I mean power.
You mean like over the
Power.
horsepower? But think about you got to think about the type of car it is though. It's small.
I hear you, but at the same time, a clapped out Civic will run up on you. And see, that's my problem.
But okay, first off, you can have the clapped out Civic, right? But you got to run up on me with tires. You got to be ready. This thing gonna be ready to go.
A lot of these dudes is already running around ready. I ain't gonna front. I seen a.
And then you forgot this is mid-engine, so we got all the traction we need.
Here's the thing. He could run up on you. Y'all could probably get it in on a highway or, whatever have you, right? But at the end of the day, can he pull up and drop somewhere else and be comfortable? No, he cannot.
Okay, so you mean like as far as run me down on a highway run? I thought you meant like from light to light. That's a whole nother story.
Nah, I don't know if the
Light to light, this is gonna be gone.
Nah, I think light to light he'll catch you. I think on the highway he don't stand a chance. I think
neither run. He need a mile run.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And you gotta be making a lot of power, son.
some overdrive Civic. No,
See,
but we ain't
okay.
gonna get too jump. We ain't gonna peace. We ain't gonna jump into that too crazy, but
Yeah.
let's go to the show, man. Because we got so much more show, so little time to do it. You know how we get down, man. We gonna jump right in. We have racing talk coming
Hold
up,
on,
man.
Wait a minute. People gotta hear this. Porsche's also talking about they working on electrification 718. I'm disgusted, son.
Son,
Are you kidding me? Y'all making e-fuel. I'm lost.
He's upset. He's upset, y'all.
Are y'all not make?
He's upset. Well, only thing I can say is we just gonna have to send Ronald over there. I don't know. We gotta go see Porsche and see what's going on over there.
son.
Like, what you doing? Start flipping people around in there. But I will say this, right? This is why last week's show was the best days of motoring are behind us.
I agree with that.
The best days of motoring are behind us. This is it. You see what Miller did? He climbed into his baby
Yeah.
and went on a road trip.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just went on a road trip. Can't beat that.
But this is what I mean.
You doing that
son.
with an EV? You sitting somewhere for 40 minutes every 400 miles or
Nah,
350?
kid. That's the thing. Like the drive is gonna be so boring. Like that's.
No noise. Do you know that in rally? Do you know that in rally now, if you have an EV rally car, they are mandating you to put a noise on it because it's too quiet?
See, come on, yo.
This is racing. What do you mean it's too quiet?
See, I thought racing was supposed to be no holds bar. Everything is on the table.
Well, it's funny you said that.
Let's go.
Because we're going to talk about our racing talk. You already know what it is. Yeah, now we get down, man. This we're going to talk about. Last week was the first MotoGP race, and it was
go.
dominated
Let's go.
I don't know if anybody here watches MotoGP. Hopefully you do. Drop it in the comments. But we're going to be talking about a lot of MotoGP, Grand Prix, Formula One,
NASCAR,
Indy cars coming up as well. But this MotoGP race last week was dominated.
Yeah, it was crazy, son.
It was dominated. And one thing I could say is that after, when it was all over, right, when it was all said and done, it was a beautiful thing to see because Bagnaia, I don't know how to say his name. He rides for Ducati. Bagnaia.
Yeah, that's close.
He was on fire.
Nah, he from what I can tell from the gate, he was letting him have it, son. He wasn't letting up on him.
Yeah. He wasn't letting up on him. He put damn near 1.8 seconds in between him and second place. There was a point where he put damn near 1.8 seconds. Mm-hmm. And then when he realized he was at the final lap, he slowed down a whole second.
Yeah.
And still came through with the win, which was very interesting, by the way. There was a lot. There's a lot of new riders that I can't say I know what drives them, but I'm learning more about them. But I will say this. Marquez has been in the game for a long time. Marquez has been in the game, I want to say, at least 13 years.
Damn.
So I remember him from 2006, 2007, around there.
Yeah.
So we talking about 15 years. And let me tell you, he did one of the most craziest, rookiest moves in this race. After the third lap, he's fighting for third and between third and fourth.
Yeah.
And I don't know what he was doing. If you seen it, it was a crazy Yo, he was on the inside of a sharp right-hand turn, and he did not turn. And boy, did he go smashing.
Yo, my thing was, right, when I seen that, I was like, yo, what was possibly going through his mind?
I have no idea. I couldn't understand, like,
I think he suffered from at that moment target fixation.
Target fixation. Explain this to me, please.
I think he was more concerned about the gentleman in front of him.
Okay.
Right? And that he was so focused on just seeing how he's operating his bike, whatever he's doing before he got into that turn. Because you're referring to when they went into that turn.
Mm-hmm. He took out Miguel Oliveira, who is Portuguese, by the way.
Absolutely. I think he was more concerned with Miguel than that turn. So I think because when they approached that corner, he was not on the brakes, son. He was still going straight, and the Miguel guy was starting to turn. And what happened? That front tire went up on the exhaust. It got
bad.
ugly. Yeah, it got ugly.
It was bad. It's like he crashed into him, and this guy is hurt too. They talking about he won't be able to race in Argentina, which is tomorrow.
He went into this guy at a rapid, you know what I'm saying, speed. So what target fixation is, like the bad one just said, is that when you got your eyes focused on a certain target and you forgetting exactly what else you're really trying to go, or the direction you're trying to go, rather.
Right.
And you just focused on whatever's in front of you. Let's say, for instance, like this, a turn. Yes. You're not looking at the turn, you're looking at a different object or whatever it may be. So you're so focused on it that you forget the actual target, right? And you just, run off the course.
I don't know if it was that. I would like to, because he surprised the other rider that he was passing. Cause he was in the midst of passing someone. And I think, honestly, in my opinion, it looked like gravity kicked in, or not necessarily gravity.
Draft?
No.
He could have a draft. You could have had a draft problem.
No.
Remember that the draft lures you in, and then if let's say somebody's making a turn or whatever like that, it's gonna be hard for you to turn a little bit, like because you coming out that draft now.
I think physics kicked in. If you look at his back tire, he was in there, and it looked like he did something, whether he tapped the back brake, but next thing you know, it stood him straight. Bow! He ran right into the. I don't know what happened in between there, but I know he did it. He did go over to the garage and apologize. Yeah. They weren't trying to hear it, and now this guy's out for the next race. So Superbike or MotoGP is fining him crazy. They are saying that he shouldn't race.
Damn.
Yep.
I'm saying he did. Like I feel personally it could have been a little bit of the target fixation too, because like you said, he was passing that person. He's passing somebody in the midst of this crash.
I don't know, man, but you know what? Now that I look at it, he is out of the race. They have taken Marquez out of the race.
Nah, kid, because it was something else that went on that could have been avoided though. That's why I believe part of it had to be target fixation. So.
Well, they took him out the race. He's not racing in Argentina, so this is going to be interesting. Wow. They said that they believe that whatever rider caused this should suffer the same fate. That's exactly what they said. Wow. So, just remains to be seen.
Son.
It remains to be seen. We're going to move forward, but, according to them, it said when it became clear that Oliveira will miss, Marquez was like, you know what, I'm injured too. So he's saying he's injured, so he's not racing. This is interesting.
I think what happened was, again, man, I'm a firm believer, son, that Marquez. And then look, always see the Ducati bend in that corner.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
See ya.
Yep.
But I really feel like Marquez could have possibly avoided this entire thing. Son.
I mean, yeah,
He could have.
My thing is, and you know what else?
What about late braking? He probably was trying to do the late brake maneuver.
But you can't do the late brake on the inside.
But okay, sure you can. But what if he tried? What if he thought he can define the way this works?
The way he hit them, it wasn't a sharp turn where he was going straight. Like he was turning slightly.
But I seen the bike continuously upright. I think he was more upright than he was on the lean, though.
Nah, he wasn't leaning as hard as they was, but he was leaning, and he had just passed somebody on the inside.
He literally passed that person maybe a couple milliseseconds, and then this
and
happened.
then smacked into this guy. I'm
Telling
telling
you,
you,
he was more focused on passing that other rider.
he mixed tires. That was ugly. Tires.
He had softs in the rear and hards in the front.
No. He mixed tires with the other rider, like bump
Oh
tires.
yeah. What you
It was
talking
ugly,
about?
man.
Mixed tires, hit the exhaust. There was a lot of stuff going on.
But after watching it, I'm like Marquez could do way better than that. And not for nothing, I would expect more, especially somebody that was around in the Rossi era, that was around in the Hayden era. Because at one point he was Nicky Hayden's partner.
Yeah, but
Like he's been around. There's no reason why that happened.
I think I feel like he just lost focus, man. I think ultimately it comes down to him losing focus. He was so focused on passing that rider that he just forgot everything else. Because like you said, he passed on the inside. You can't late brake on the inside, but what did he try to do?
But you know what, though? At the end, I would expect that from a rider with less time. But do you realize that Marquez has been out since last year?
No, I didn't realize that.
Like, he hasn't raced in almost 400-something days.
Damn.
Yeah. He was out injured. He had another crash.
Perfect. This is like what I'm saying then. Mm-hmm. He was so focused on that pass from that first rider that when he was already in that inside, what was it really left for him to do? He been out of training for 400 plus days. Not that he don't have the muscle memory by this time or whatever like that.
Right.
I think that he made a for sure rider's ever, son. He misjudged that whole play. If he would have waited to pass that first rider he passed, I guarantee he would have came out on the other side of his turn. What do you think? I don't know. I think so.
I don't know. I just think that it was that he made a mistake.
And another problem is, hold on. Another problem is he wasn't on a Kawasaki. I just wanted to make that clear. It wasn't a Cowie.
You know, Cowie.
I just want to make that clear. I don't even know what you're talking about. Well, what I'm saying is he wasn't on a Cowie. And you notice the Jix's wasn't there. Suzuki was nowhere near there neither. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I will say this much. He hasn't raced, I believe, since March of 2022. And he had a really he fell 4 times in the warm-ups. So that's what I'm saying.
He might not have been ready then.
Nah, I don't know. Maybe not. He may be out of the game.
Oh, you think he's about to wrap it up? You think it's time?
I mean, he's getting hurt. See, when you fall and it's like you're replacing your shoulder with a rod and your collarbone with a rod, you got to start thinking like, yo, it's time for me to hang it up. And he never really materialized. He's a great rider.
I don't think he really dominated. I don't never hearing him.
But at the end of the day, he at one point he was the man. At one point, a couple race stretch, he was good. But ultimately, he had to deal with so many other great riders.
But that should have made him rise, though.
It did. He used to give Valentino Rossi fits at times, but it just wasn't in the cards. But I tell you what else wasn't in the cards.
What's that?
It looks like Hammy getting qualification, getting pole position wasn't in the cards neither. Max V, a.k.a. Max Verstappen, takes the pole again in the Australian Grand Prix, but in the qualifying, his partner, Perez, crashes out. Man. And then blamed the car.
Who else you gonna blame?
They turned to Michael. He said, yo, we got to fix this. This is ridiculous. Wow.
Yo, fam, when your back is against the wall, who you gonna blame?
Yo, and he did a tough slide. It looked like to me like the tires didn't have the grip to do the turn he was trying to do, because he turned and the car was just going straight. I mean, the Indy car was the F1 Formula One car was going straight.
Maybe he took the turn too hard. I mean,
and who is that on them?
That's not on the car.
No.
My thing is, right, the machine, the car can always do the job. The question is, can you do the job?
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, hold on.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that it could do the job all the time, because, all right.
So now she could do the job like 98% of the time.
What makes a racer is the way they adjust.
Okay.
What makes a racer is the way they adjust. The difference between, and I hate to go back to MotoGP, but the difference between Valentino Rossi and a lot of these other riders is that he can make up. He knew how to make up for the bike's inequities, which is why Yamaha dominated when he was riding. He knew how to make up. He could fall behind, but he knew how to come back. You understand what I'm saying? He knew how to make up. A lot of riders, they go through the line, but what happens when you go through the line and somebody's there? What do you do?
At that point, you fall back or make another line.
Right. And how many riders make another line versus falling back?
Nah, son, a lot of them don't make another line.
Right. Valentino Rossi does, which is why he came up with the late break.
See, this is why, right? See, now, I don't think that he's making up for the bike's inequities. I don't think he's doing that. I think he's seeing other people's weaknesses and exploiting it.
Rossi?
Yeah, at that time.
Nah, no. There was many a times Rossi didn't beat you from Jump Street.
Yeah, he hawked you down.
He hawked you, and what happened was, after he got in front of you, it was a tire issue. So he started to learn, like, you see how they take their leg off and use their leg for weight? Who you think started that?
That was Rossi. That was the doctor.
When you see guys sliding their bikes on MotoGP, who you think started that?
Him.
I'm telling you, he was doing all of this to make up for what the bike didn't have. And at the end of the day, when Casey Stoner won with the Ducati, that's because that Ducati was just powerful. There was no way he could not make it up. And then what happened was, he came into the end of the contract with Yamaha. He moved the Ducati, thinking they was the better bike. But little did he know, they concentrated more on Casey Stoner's bike, and you are just the aftermath. So it's interesting.
I agree.
He has been having a problem all weekend. That's a fact. Perez did have the same problem with the F1 all weekend. Yeah. Let's go. The best racers can adjust to changing conditions on demand. That is exactly what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, what makes a racer is not what he could do in the races regular. It's what he do when things change.
Yeah.
And you'd be shocked. A lot of riders, a lot of racers, a lot of F1 drivers, MotoGP riders, they cannot do that. And now these cars and motorcycles are so smart, they won't allow them. Traction control and all kind of different things. So it's very interesting. But I will say, in Perez's defense, just like you said too, there is something going on in that camp.
For sure.
I don't know what it is, but Red Bull got a problem over there. And I know they like Max V. He's winning. But if you want to keep Perez, I don't know. It's going to be interesting either way.
Yeah, the season's definitely going to be very interesting season, kid.
It's going to be an interesting season. And trust me, it's nowhere near. This is the beginning. And I think the race tonight is at 1 a.m.
It is tonight. Damn.
I can't wait.
It is.
That's the kind of stuff I live for, because I'm up. It's tomorrow. Watch it tomorrow, 1 a.m., meaning tonight.
Yeah, April 2nd, baby.
I'm on it.
Yeah, hell, like, on it.
I'm on it. Max Verstappen he won pole position. Hammy is in third. And Alonso for Aston Martin almost took pole.
Yeah, absolutely. See, that's what I'm saying. Aston Martin is creeping their way to pole positions.
That is a fact.
They
They
keeping
are
their
in
way
it.
there, son. They racing.
They in the race.
They racing.
So let's go. You already know what it is. That was our race talk. You already know what it is. The bid in one here. SI Shawn.
Let's go.
We're going to move right on, man. We got a lot more show is past our time. But, you know, we're going to do what we got to do. You already know what it is, man. So we're going to jump right into this next segment. You ready?
Let's go.
Driver's etiquette. Because sometimes you got to get this off your chest.
Let's go. Driver's etiquette. You already know how we get down, man. We're going to keep it short and sweet because I know we got a lot of different things we want to talk about. But where do black and Latino communities exist in the EV world? We talked about this before.
Yeah.
But we're going to go into a little bit in depth. I really wish we had more time to do it. I set up more time, but you know how we get down. We start talking, we start having a little bit of fun. And that's all we want.
Weekly specs.
Sorry for that. So when you think about EV, what's the first thing that come to your mind?
Garbage can.
Damn, I didn't mean it like that. I mean like
Oh, my bad.
I mean that's how we look at it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the first thing that comes to my mind when I hear the word or the acronyms EV, it makes me think of like, okay, who can afford this when it breaks?
Exactly.
That's one of the things I really think about because it's different. Like, if you're knowledgeable enough, you can obviously do it yourself.
Yes.
Right. With this is like past if you're knowledgeable enough.
Uh-huh.
So I think about that type of stuff. I'm like, who's gonna really be able to afford this, right? If something goes wrong with it,
Right.
and where is the market for these things at? Right, where are they putting them at the most? Where are they trying to glorify these EV, whatever you want to call these?
Existence.
Yeah.
I will say this, right? So to counter your question, the first thing I think of when I think of EV, and a lot of people would think this way, not necessarily me, but
Yeah.
when you think EV, they want you to think luxury. They want you to think They want you to think luxury. They want you to think this is something different, something new. They want you to, but they don't think about what it takes to maintain or even own
Yeah.
an electrical vehicle. And the reason I brought it up is because there was an article that was put out about black and Latino communities almost non-existent in California's electric car market. And it just got me to thinking the same thing that we've been saying. You mean to tell me you're spending all this money to make everything good for electric cars, but what are you doing in the low-income neighborhoods for them to own these cars?
Mm-hmm.
If you live in an apartment building, where are you charging it? They haven't done anything about
So
it.
I think they completely bypassed that. I think also, right, when you start talking about EV cars and things like that, it's not geared at those buildings. It's not geared at those people over there. Because
Right.
how would they say, oh, they there for a reason?
Right.
You know, so it's like, how we gonna sit here and focus on them,
Right.
when their means don't even make sense?
Think about that. Think about that. And when you look at California, where this was based at, they talked about the average home value and like the average median salary.
Yeah.
And a lot of those salaries and things don't add up to what these cars are costing. What happened to this EV tax credit? Where is it?
And then, okay, remember, even with the tax credit, right? Their idea was to make it back from you anyway.
Right.
Was to boost the car up.
They're going to boost the price. Oh, you know what? We'll take that tax credit as a down payment. Who said I want to do that? Why is it that much more?
Son, they were supposed to give you that tax credit off the galore. Like, it was just supposed to be yours.
Right.
You wasn't supposed to be able to, you could do whatever you want to do with that. That's what it initially was for. But now it's like, okay, now the price of that's going to go up. So now they're forcing you to use that tax credit.
Yeah. And now they talk about a community called San Mateo in county in California. Average home value over there is $7.5 million. Average household income exceeding $500,000, and it has California's highest percentage of electric cars. Analysis of the data from the Energy Commission: about 1 out of every 7, or 40% of the people that stay over there, cars are electric. So now, that's telling you that they're rich.
Yeah.
They can have an EV car and fix it.
Mm-hmm.
But what about Keisha? 2 kids.
Yeah.
She lives in a low-income house, and for right now, that's probably not her plan to stay there. She's doing her thing. She's going to school.
Yeah.
But public transportation is not reliable enough for her to, A, get to school, get to work, and get to her kids.
Factory.
So what does she need? She needs a car, right? The median price on an EV car, because you're not getting one used.
Nah.
The median price right now is above $59,000. Where does Keisha fit in?
Damn.
And
Well,
that's a problem.
Sound like to me, Keisha's gonna go down to Joe Blow's used car lot and pick up something nice.
We didn't mean Keisha. Yeah, all right. We're going to continue on, right? So
Yeah.
now, that's what I'm saying. So she got to go down to the used car lot. She got to get a gas-powered
Yeah,
car.
she got to pick up an internal combustion engine car, something relatively nice to get around. You know, that's gonna serve her needs, because you know she can't go pick up a hoop.
No.
She'll be fixing the hoop all
That's
day.
right. And she ain't going to have the money to fix that because she needed reliable for her 2 kids. So now let's
Exactly.
continue on with Keisha. Now she goes on down there to the used car lot, and she comes down there, and she sees him closing up shop.
Yeah.
And she's like, what's going on? He's like, yeah, well, due to the percentage of cars that was sold this year that was not EV, that's already been allocated. So everything now has to be EV. Because what people are not paying attention to is that 35% of the cars sold in California beginning with the 2026 models must be zero emission. And they ramp it up to 68% till they get to 2030 and then 100 by 2035. So think about those numbers. That's like climbing Mount Everest.
Yeah.
You're getting 100 feet a day. 100 feet a day. We don't care about the altitude. The altitude don't matter. We just got to go 100 feet. It's not going to happen. Because now there has to be a certain amount of cars sold that is going to be electric. They are forcing you to do it.
So what happens when they don't sell?
There you go. What happens when they don't sell? So at 35%, let's say there's 4 cars.
Okay.
Right? Out of those 4 cars, let's say we'll keep it short. One of them had to be sold electric. But what if you don't want electric? Keisha lives in her community where she does not have access to charging at her home.
For sure.
Because the state owns her home where she lives at. And they're not putting electric chargers in those low-income communities.
Man.
So where does she got to go? She got to go to the charging station.
Damn.
Right?
That means she got to go all the way to the charging station, find a way back home,
Right?
and then find a way back to go get the whip
Right.
with the kids.
Or she wake up super early and go to the line. So now she goes to charge her car, and guess what? Amanda's there.
Yep.
Trey is there.
Yep.
Harold's there. Rye's there.
Damn.
And now you got to wait for them to get a charge so you could get a charge. Where do low-income communities fit in this plan?
And then, well, to add to that, let's say they do decide to put a charge station. They're going to put maybe 2.
And one of them is broke.
Exactly.
And one of them is broke. And you know what? They've been going around doing that. People, listen, this is what I mean about EVs. Say what you want. Speak what you want.
sure.
You know what? EVs, we need EVs. We need. Listen. Until they start making room for everyone, you can't mandate everybody to have it.
See, and that's what they do, man. That's what they do, B. They try to hit you with the foolery, the trickery, right?
Yes.
Get your mind off the real other stuff. Like, okay, if we get it, like you said, where we gonna put these things? Where we gonna charge them?
Exactly.
Nah, we worry about that later after you cop it. Are you serious?
Right.
Come on, son.
The egg before the chicken, and the chicken before the egg. Nobody knows what came first. But this is what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, they're not thinking about the lower income communities. Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Hey, yo, man, it's Phil, man, live from South Beach. How y'all doing?
Let's go, Phil. Let's go.
We answered the phone. I just felt the sun through the phone.
Factory, right? Word.
It got warm in the room, son. I know it's a buck down there.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
Yeah, it's your boy Wings Liddy. What up?
What's
what's
poppin'?
going on,
got
kid?
my boy with me.
Let's go. What's
That's what it
poppin'?
is.
Y'all sound like
Man, huh?
Are y'all at Wet Willie's right now? Like, what's good? Like, I know y'all down there.
Nah. We in the Renty right now on the way to Wet Willie.
Oh, he said, hold on, we on the way there. Let's go.
Yo, can we get a standing ovation for Phil right
Let's
now?
go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yo, Dr. Phil, I gotta ask though, what's the Renty though? What y'all in?
I'm in the Malibu, man.
I ain't mad. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, listen. It's practical. It can take all the luggage.
Yeah, I hear that.
That's all we wanted. We needed a big car to take all the luggage.
I ain't mad. Let's go.
So how was the trip, Phil?
Nah, the trip was awesome, bro. Lady didn't lit. Oh yeah, all he did was my boy. This man slept 18 hours a day, the whole time. You know what I mean, rode jet skis, ATVs. Yeah, I mean, did some sightseeing.
See the simple part of life where people don't work on Saturdays or Sundays.
Early.
Sound like a good time.
That sounds like a good time. I saw the pictures, Phil. You look like you was like you jumped off that ATV a couple times, kid. What happened?
Nah. Yeah, hey, yo, man, ATV, yo, it's dusty, man.
It's dusty.
I could imagine.
You playing around in the dirt.
Yeah.
Another shot.
Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Fact, let's do it.
So, Phil, we talking about EVs in lower income communities.
Yeah, that's why I called.
What you got for me?
Because you see, what they want to do, I forgot the name of the hypothetical woman with the kids.
Keisha.
Talking about Keisha.
But Keisha. You see, what they want Keisha to do is they want Keisha on public transportation. You see, that's what they're trying to do in a lot of these inner cities, especially New York. There's a huge push in New York right now to get people onto public transportation and get people out of their cars. Pop, I know you've seen it working for the MTA. You've seen the flyers on the back of the bus. Get out of your car and into this bus.
Yes, yes. And they slaughtering them, by the way, too. Yeah, they are. Yep, that's a fact.
Yeah, so that's what they want, man. We got the head of the Department of Transportation out here talking about he trying to turn New York into a car-free city.
He said that. Yes, he
did. Out of hand.
How that's going to happen is new. I have no idea where that's coming from, but he trying to turn New York into a car-free city, a walk-in city, and all that. So that's what it is. They want to reserve the cars
for the rich.
The upper crust.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They want a car to be that's why they're associating EVs with luxury, because they want the EVs to be luxury vehicles, and they want it to be a luxury to have it, and you know what I'm saying? If you middle class, lower to middle class, they want you on public transport.
Damn, that's a fact.
Damn, kid.
That's a fact. And shout to this must be Draco. Oh no, this ain't Draco. SP said if you notice they have e-bikes popping up everywhere in the hood. That's their answer to city.
Sir.
Wow, for city people owning EVs. Whoa. That's
so
crazy.
now. So what we supposed to do in the middle of winter? The e-bikes is alright when it's 75, 80 degrees outside. What about when it's 25 and 30 degrees outside?
Dang.
What am I supposed to do then?
They said walk it.
Bundle up.
Bundle up. They could care less.
It's crazy, man. That's what I said. They centralize. They're trying to. They're taxing the people.
Yep.
That's all it is. They taxing the people.
Yep. They taxing the people. They are and now my thing is, so in Miami, right? Do you see a lot of EV activity down there? Do you see like a lot of EV bikes or EV cars for that matter?
I'm looking at 2 Tesla Model X's right now.
legitly, we just passed like at least 12 to 18 Teslas.
There's a whole bunch of Teslas down here.
Really?
But
wow.
At the same time, they're mixed in with the regular population. Ain't nobody giving up their regular vehicles for EVs. As you said, it's a choice. If people want to drive electric, they can drive electric. So be it. But the infrastructure down here, everybody driving.
That's my fear right there.
Yeah, that's wacky, yo.
That's my fear right there. It's like, they just taking away the ownership. And it's like now, when you look at it, like I said, like they like you said, they're trying to compare it and say that it's luxurious so you'll jump in it.
Yeah.
But it's like now, then they turning around and levying taxes on you because you own it.
Of course, but they have to do that. Because remember, part of the gas tax goes to the roads. If you ain't buying no gas, the government gonna get theirs. Any way you look at it, the government, there's never a time where the government is not gonna get theirs.
Oh my goodness.
So they're gonna get it some way, and if they gotta levy a tax on EVs,
then so be it. What? That's so be it. Damn, and they out here fooling people like, oh, you're gonna save more money in the long run. That reminds me of like
absolutely not.
Right. Because the longer it goes, the more they're gonna charge you.
Exactly. Not to mention, a lot of people don't realize that a lot of places, what they're starting to do is they're starting to introduce times where
you can't.
They have peak hours and off-peak hours.
Yep.
So if you charge your car at 2:00 in the afternoon on a Wednesday, that's during peak hours. It'll cost you just as much as filling your tank up at the gas station.
Right.
Versus charging your car on off-peak hours, it might be a little bit cheaper. But if you look at it, and you look at a lot of these new EVs, these things are huge. So they take a lot of charge.
See,
you think that new Hummer? You think that new Hummer cheap to fill with electricity? No, it costs just as much to fill that up as it would at the tank at the gas pump.
So now, shout to the Facebook user. He says, and getting the license is supposed to be a privilege, and they're gonna make sure they exercise that in New York City. So remember, you said that.
Yeah,
that's what they're trying to do.
It's a privilege, all right. It's a paid privilege.
Damn.
It's a rich privilege.
Exactly, because you see what's messed up is it takes away people's mobility.
Yes.
It centralizes people and makes people do things closer to home because it's a pain in the ass to get on a bus to go to the grocery store 20 miles from the crib because they got better food. So you just go and stay to your localized one. Meanwhile, the one 20 miles up the road in the better neighborhood got better food.
And you know what, Phil?
Oh, that's a fact.
That's a fact. Phil, you want to laugh, right? Me and my wife used to go to Western Beef over there on Farmers and Merritt. Oh, yo, we going to go food shopping. That's where we go, right? I said, yo, you know what? The prices here is crazy. I'm talking about there was like $6 for a pound of grapes or something. I'm like, yo, let's just take a drive out to LI. Yeah. Yo, we go to Walmart neighborhood. There's a Walmart neighborhood. I forget the name of the town. It's not far, though. But when we get out there, yo, the price of grapes was like $3. It was half. It was half.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got even something better to tell you. You want good food?
Mm-hmm.
Go to a kosher spot.
Right.
Their canned beans taste like the dried beans that's in a bag with seasoning.
With seasoning.
With seasoning in it already. You wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't even know. And that's what I mean. So I never looked at it like that. Like they're trying to keep you in your neighborhood. And it's like, that's a whole nother ball. Yo. And you
you see now, it's a whole different can of worms now.
That's a whole different ball game.
Damn, man.
Because if they could keep you there,
why they not gonna do it?
Right.
Why not?
They like, yo, that's what they call how they say, we gotta build more low income housing. That's what they mean. We're gonna put you in this little spot and stay there while the city turns into what it's turning into. Wow.
And then sooner or later fade you away.
Shout to Dr. Phil.
That's a fact.
I'll be real with you because I work for a logistic company. Mm-hmm. They're pushing these electric trucks, and FedEx, my company was on some. Yeah, we'll do that, and then 6 months later, fuck out of here, bro. we not doing that. Nah, we're not doing that. Too much liability.
Yeah. Because if that electric truck blows up while they workers driving, he gonna own that logistics company. Like, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like it's only fair. It's only fair. And this is why I think people are not thinking about these things. They're just like, yo, it makes sense. Yo, hold up, bruh. And we talking about the same government that lied to us about all types of different things. We won't even get into
all types of different things.
You know,
bro, once you Google electric cars, and with Tesla especially, You know how much cars cause houses fires?
Yeah, for real.
Yo, I know. Trust me when I tell you.
Oh, well, we're well versed in that on this show.
Trust me. Yo, people don't even want to talk. Yo, they come to me, they be like, yo, I want to talk to you about Tesla. I'll be like, you sure? Yo, Phil, we about to tune. You know we already over time, too. We wildin'. You know we normally got off by now. But I will say this. Enjoy your trip, bro. Look like you having fun.
I'm having a blast. It's the last leg. I'll be back tonight.
Yo, and word? You gonna come back from my? Oh man, y'all living a life over there.
They living good.
I ain't doing enough. They live. shout to Dr. Phil one more time,
go.
man. Give him another round of applause for actually doing something on his birthday.
Yeah, right.
That was fun. I gotta get back to doing that. Yo, shout to your homeboy.
Factory.
Shout to both of y'all, man. Enjoy your trip. And I'll check y'all when you come back, bro.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
All right, you know what it is, kid.
Right,
Phil,
peace.
wait, Phil, before you get off the phone. April 15th, Farmingdale RPM.
All right, say less.
And April 22nd, our very first speed and greet. We getting out. Now we driving. It's getting warm. We outside.
You know that's what I'm trying to hear.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, Phil, enjoy yours, kid. You and your peoples, man, and I'll get back with you.
All day. Peace.
Peace. Yo, shout to Phil, man.
Nah, absolutely, son.
And you know, now that I think about it, he's right. You do get dirty. I rode the ATVs in Grand Turks.
Yeah.
And when you hit the dirt, like when you there's times you on the street and there's times you in the dirt. When you in the dirt, it's a whole different ball game, kid.
Damn.
He's not lying, as a matter of fact. You will leave super. I probably we spent more time on the street than we did in the dirt, but when we hit the dirt, yeah, we kicked up a little bit. But shout to him, man. Doing fun stuff on your birthday. It's gotta be a great thing, man. But with that being said, man, we're going to leave that alone for the most part. Just I want people to think about that. With the EV car market, stop thinking that they're doing things in your best interest.
Nah, they not, B. Not at all. Not even close.
They're not doing things. They're doing things that benefit and line their pockets, and they're leaving you to the side.
Damn, son.
Think about it. People from Long Island are moving to New York City, and what they trying to do with the people from New York City? They trying to move them to Long Island. Straight up. Hochul said she wants to build low-income housing along the Long Island Railroad. What's he trying to tell you?
That says enough right there, son.
Get up out the city because that's not going to be affordable. That Fort Greene ain't affordable no more. That South Jamaica ain't affordable no more.
Damn, son.
That Queensbridge ain't affordable no more.
None of it, son.
Get up out of there. And you know what? We gonna push up. They did the same thing with Far Rockaway. Created Far Rockaway and left it. Here, y'all stay over there. Y'all gotta cross a bridge to get. Trust me, bruh. We ain't gonna dig no more into it. You already know what it is, man. It's the bearded one here.
Let's go. SI Shawn, baby.
And we done reached our favorite part of the show. You already know what it is. You ready for this?
Let's go.
Here we go.
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
All right. With that being said, man, what you got for us today, bro?
So what I got for y'all today for the Legends of Auto, I think y'all might find this pretty interesting. Even though we didn't get it here in the States, you know how the States do, right? Out of 1993, Uno's Cosmo Mazda.
See, he said Uno, so I always thought it was Eunice.
Eunice.
I always called it Eunice.
Eunice.
But continue on.
Uno. Eunice?
No, it is what it is. But
Right?
I think it's tomato is still a fruit or whatever. I know what it is. Continue on, kid. What you
But
got?
the people who don't, it's the Eunice Cosmos Mazda, right? So this was Mazda's attempt to mix luxury with sports. You know, they tried to obviously later down the line after this one, right? But what makes this one so crazy is that it was competing, and it had a lot of European cars on notice. But even though it didn't come here, and that was just a shame of it, man. It didn't come here because the regulations and
Regulations killed us all. The whole
EPA,
time.
all this nonsense, right? So what was crazy about this was one of the first Japanese cars in 1993 to come with a touchscreen GPS.
The nerve.
See, because remember, you know how Toyota got Lexus, Infinity, and Nissan got Infinity. This is supposed to be Mazda's like bread and butter, like how they have theirs, right? But what made this car crazy? It was the first one to actually even come with a two-rotor 13B.
It was the first. Wow.
It was the first. First off, if y'all don't know what a two-rotor is, one of the wildest.
That's it.
Rotary engines, right?
Yes.
13B, right? But check this out though. This also was the first Mazda with the Winkle engines, huh?
Yes.
This was the very first one.
Not the RX-7.
Not the RX-7. So a lot of people probably don't notice that the RX-7 was not the first rotary-powered Winkle engine car. It really wasn't though.
It was the most prettiest though, by far. You think you trying to say this Eunice looks better than the Mazda RX-7?
Son.
Better than the Mazda RX-7, don't you do it.
Yes, yo, first and foremost, I'm going to post pictures up. You know I'm going to do legend on this ring. This thing looks exotic. I love the first off, you don't like this little wedge design it got going on? I thought he was a wedge head. Oh, now he's whistling. Now he's whistling, son. Yo, he's out of control for that one. But
he trying to make money over here. Continue on.
Money, son. So something else that was crazy about this vehicle is that the name. The name came from the space race. Remember that when the Soviet Union, United States, everybody was trying to race to the
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Cold War.
This name derived from that, son. Mazda was like this, hold on. You could create something from this.
Really?
So that was crazy on its own. I thought that was definitely bizarre. Right? But one of the downsides of this, to me, if you ask me, is that it did not come with a manual transmission.
It did not.
It didn't. It came with about it 4-speed auto, I guess.
And
I guess
that's about it, but I think the bigger thing was...
Hold on.
I ain't gonna steal it. I ain't gonna steal no shine.
What made it even crazier than that, though, this joint, it came in 2 variants. It also came with a 20B. A 20B twin turbo, and this was the first.
It's leveled up crazy.
Son, it was the first one, B, to come with sequential twin turbo setups, huh? So the Supra wasn't it. The Supra came later with the sequential. This one right here came with that, son. I'm telling you, this is one of the rarest Mazdas. Actually, the most powerful engine only came in this car. This is the only car that ever had the engine in from Mazda.
Which is why the 3-rotor is one of the hardest motors to locate.
So this joint came with one of those, B? Are you kidding me, son? This is one of Mazda's best. It's a shame we didn't get it.
Let's go.
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
Out of this world interior. See, this thing is getting me too hype. I gotta control my excitement over here, son. It still looks better than the RX.
No, it don't.
I
gotta stop you there.
Come on, son. You know,
For
the problem with him is he's very biased. If y'all can't tell by now.
Nah. The RX-7 has a timeless look. It looks like the RX-7 looks like
Cosmo. What are you?
I don't know if we're looking at the same thing. That's what I'm like, yo.
All right, man.
I don't know. He's telling me a dream, but
Nah,
it is.
kid,
But
come
I'm not gonna say it's ugly.
Nah, it's far from.
I'm not gonna say it's
son.
ugly or anything like that. But that Mazda RX-7 is truly known
Son.
for its looks. But neither here nor there. We will not commit vehicular treason.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah. Nah,
We will not do that. We will not pit two legends against themselves. So with that being said, you already know how we get down.
Let's
and
go.
with that being said, move right on. You know what it is.
It's the newest and freshest. Modifications, parts, and fashion. Only on Rally Radio.
Y'all know how we get down, man. Y'all know how we get
Let's
down
go.
here. So for our hot mods, it looks like Paul Walker's GTRs are for sale. And we talking about the Bay Blue GTR, R34.
Son, they just selling all this guy.
They gonna sell all his stuff,
everything.
bruh.
And this is the one that was in Fast and Furious.
Yes,
that one was nice, huh?
Beautiful. And you know what? What hurts about it? I think what hurts about it is that when you see these things happen, not only is this car a super legend in its own right, and that this car right now it's only going to go up in value, especially once they are really allowed in the States. But they're selling it, and it's like you're selling him.
Yeah, right.
And I know, don't get me wrong, I know his daughter's like she got to move on with her life. I know people got to move on. But if you telling me you looking at this picture, this GTR, the front of it, and you don't see him sitting in it,
I don't know, kid. I don't know. That's very interesting. You're right, son. That's like,
I don't know if I could do that. I probably would just park. Listen, I would probably park it in his garage somewhere.
I'm driving
under
the damn thing.
I mean, I can understand if she don't drive. We're driving it.
Son, here, listen, she need to get behind. I don't know. I probably wouldn't drive if I was her. I probably sit in it often, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Make
it
a
look
thing out of it, but
It looks like Paul Walker's GTR is up for grabs, looking for a brand new owner, and it does have heritage on top of being a movie star. This car, right? It belonged to a movie star, and it is a legend in its own right. To those who got the bread, be the sports.
Mods, the newest and freshest. Hey! Modifications, parts, and fashion. Only on Rally Radio.
And now we get to one of my favorite segments of the show.
It's the Understeer.
What up?
Where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
So, it looks like we got a situation here where drag racing meets takeovers. It was like Godzilla versus King Kong, and you know what happens at that point. Somebody got to go. It's a duel.
He said it's a duel.
Somebody got to go. So it looks like you had a Dodge Challenger drifting, or takeover rather, and he tried to do a takeover in the middle of a drag race between the Nissan 350Z and the Ford Focus. I don't know what they
said. A Ford ST RS.
They don't really name if it's an ST or not. But I would guarantee that if he was racing it, it's not. But in the middle of them doing their drag race, looks like this guy in the Dodge Challenger, which happened to be stolen, wanted to get his takeover on in the middle of the street. And we know how this ends. It looks like King Kong beat Godzilla. But from now on, he's listed in grave condition. 24-year-old driver of the Challenger. He's from Michigan, was ejected from the vehicle and transported to a nearby hospital. They make it sound like he flew out of the car and landed into the gurney. Like, that's not funny. That's not funny.
It was like it was one move. He got projected out and he just landed there.
But in the meantime, he's in bad condition. Damn, and it just goes to show, man, like, when one meets the other, somebody got to win and somebody got to lose.
But I feel like a part of him doing that was because it was a Stoli. It was like this. It don't even matter, son.
Extra reckless.
But super reckless because he could have put a lot of people in danger.
Yeah. But you know what happens when you doing the takeover?
No. What happened?
Getting a lot of...
It's the Understeer.
What up?
A lot of understeers.
And it don't help let it be in a Dodge Challenger. It doesn't help.
And again, ruining the reputation of a great car by doing something stupid.
Damn, son.
But that's life. What can we do?
What can we do?
So with that being said, we've reached the end of the show. Come get into our exhaust notes. We have a couple things going on. Don't forget, we will be going karting again. Get your helmets, get your gloves, everything. This date will not break. It is going to be April 15th. We are going to RPM in Farmingdale. Be ready.
Let's go.
I don't want people to back out. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it live in the group too. April 15th, it is going down, and April 22nd, our very first speed and greet. So, with that being said, if you got to get paint correction done, do that.
Yeah.
If you got to get your wheels clean, do that.
Factory. Oil changes, coolant flushes, everything.
Because we going out. We going out for a drive. We're going to go take a scenic drive. We're going to do what we do. That's what speed and greets is all about. And we got 7 more outside of that.
Damn.
We got a couple other meets we got coming up, but for the meantime, we got a lot of things going on right now, man. Shout out to everybody who tuned in, who paid attention for the whole 2.5 hours. We are way over our time.
Super over the time.
But we just had so much to talk about today. And we will be back next week. You know how we get down. Rally Radio. Find us every Saturdays, 12 noon. You can find us on our social pages. Facebook at Gutterball Rally.
Yeah.
Instagram at Gutterball Rally. YouTube at Gutterball Rally. Damn. You can also find us on our secondary Instagram at rally_radio_GBR.
Let's go.
And you can find us on Twitter at DoYouGBR. And website under construction, www.gutterballrally.com. Soon, our shows will be live on our website, which is going to be way better. To me, it's going to be way better. But in the meantime, we got a lot of things we're working on. Shout out to everybody who tuned in, pay attention. Great show. We appreciate it, man. We put a lot of work into it. An easier place to find on the speed and greet, please. Okay, I'm going to keep the, because last time a lot of people got lost when we had the impromptu car meet over there. They was in some other neighborhood. But trust me, this one is planned out. And because it is considered a mini rally, we will have a mini rally map.
Let's go.
Keep that in mind.
Let's go.
A
That's
mini
gonna be
rally map.
That's
This is
gonna
going to
be
be
right
something
there.
that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So with that being said, man, you got any shout outs you want to give, kid?
Nah, I'm good, man. I just appreciate everybody that been rocking with us, though. 100%, man. Don't forget to share, like, and destroy the subscribe button. Matter of fact, talk your family member ears about it. Talk their ears off. Do all that good stuff, man. We appreciate y'all.
We do. We appreciate everybody who tune in, who listen, who pay attention, who chime in, who actually gives us great information and gives us value the same way we try to give to you.
For
So
sure,
with that
for
being
sure.
said, shout to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout to everybody who tunes in with us and rocks with us. Shout to SI Shawn over
go.
here. You know how we get down. The Key Grip ain't here,
Yeah.
but he be here next week.
Let's
and
go.
with that being said, no more to be said. The bearded one is going to let y'all sign out, and we
Drop the clutch, hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio. Where the world of hip hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tunes. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, SI Shawn, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in the Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.